Blair. It was really nice meeting you properly at the PTA introduction meeting yesterday. I'm Sarah Miller. I'm genuinely looking forward to getting more involved with the PTA this year. You seem to be very organized and a real leader in the group.
Sarah, yes, I vaguely recall. As you can see, some of us are naturally more instrumental in ensuring the PTA runs smoothly and maintains its rather impeccable reputation. It takes a certain level of dedication and, frankly, understanding of how things are really done around here.
I absolutely agree that dedicated parents are crucial, and I have some extensive experience in event planning from my previous career. I used to manage large corporate events, so I'm quite comfortable with logistics, vendor coordination, and all the details. I was hoping that experience might be useful here.
That's a different world from the kind of events we orchestrate. For our major fundraisers, like the upcoming Fall Gala at the Cypress Resort, my husband owns it, you know. We have a very established committee with a very specific and, might I add, highly successful vision.
Oh, the Cypress Resort! I've heard lovely things. Still, even with established teams, extra hands can often be a great help, especially with the sheer amount of work involved. I'm happy to assist with anything, even if it's just managing volunteers or helping with the setup.
We have very particular standards for our events. They reflect a certain level of elegance and exclusivity that our community has come to respect. It's rather crucial for maintaining the right image and attracting the right kind of support.
Elegance and exclusivity are definitely important goals. I have experience with high-end events as well, so I'm confident I can contribute positively, even to events with a sophisticated aesthetic.
Our core team comprises of individuals with a very refined sense of what resonates with our demographic. They are, shall we say, extremely well connected within the more influential circles in town.
Connections are certainly valuable. I also have a fairly extensive network from my professional life that might be beneficial for fundraising or securing sponsorships, if that's ever a need.
That's potentially something to consider down the line. However, our fundraising efforts are typically quite robust through our existing channels. We have a very generous base of long-standing supporters who understand our priorities.
I understand. Still, I'm here and genuinely eager to help the school in any way that would be beneficial. Please don't hesitate to reach out if any unexpected needs arise.
We appreciate the sentiment, Sarah. We tend to rely on parents who have a deep understanding of our ethos and the established way things function within our PTA. It ensures a certain continuity and avoids any, well, let's just say deviations from our proven methods.
Ethos, I see. Well, I'm a quick learner and very adaptable. I'm sure I could align with the PTA's ethos.
It's something that is usually cultivated through years of dedicated involvement and a shared understanding of our community's expectations. Our core members have a very intuitive grasp of these nuances.
Right. Well, I'm looking forward to becoming a more involved member of the school community. Please let me know how I can best contribute within that framework.
We will, Sarah. Thank you again for your willingness. We'll be in touch if a suitable opportunity arises for more general, less specialized tasks. Nadia, darling, have you had a chance to look over the initial proposal for the fall gala at the resort? I've CC'd the usual suspects, Tiffany, Chloe, and Julian, of course. We need to get the preliminary brainstorming done before we bring it to the wider group. Wouldn't want to muddy the waters with less refined ideas at this stage.
Blair, yes, I took a quick look. The theme sounds lovely, very Cypress chic. Tiffany's suggestion for the champagne tower is divine, and Julian's connections with the string quartet are, as always, impeccable. Just wondering, though, shouldn't we include Sarah in this initial planning? She seemed quite enthusiastic at the intro meeting and mentioned having event experience. More hands on deck, you know?
Nadia, sweetie, you know how crucial it is to have a cohesive vision from the outset. Our core group, the four of us, we just get each other. We understand the level of sophistication and the particular expectations of our donor base. Bringing in someone new at this stage, especially someone who might not quite grasp the nuances we're aiming for, could really dilute the initial concept. It's nothing personal against Sarah, of course. She seems perfectly nice. But our fundraising efforts require a certain finesse that comes from years of experience within our specific social circles.
I understand the value of a cohesive vision, Blair, but Sarah did mention managing corporate events. Those can be quite high pressure and require a lot of organizational skill. Maybe she has some insights we haven't considered? Fresh perspectives can sometimes be valuable, can't they?
Darling Nadia, corporate events are hardly the same as orchestrating a glamorous charity gala at a high-end resort. We're talking about a completely different level of ambiance and guest expectation. Our attendees aren't just corporate types looking for a tax write-off. They're established members of the community, many of whom are personal friends. They expect a certain level of exclusivity and polish. Our little quartet here, we instinctively understand that. We know which florists have the right touch, which caterers understand discreet luxury, and which auction items will truly tempt our patrons. It's a delicate ecosystem, and introducing someone who isn't attuned to its subtleties could be, well, let's just say less than ideal.
I see your point about the established dynamic. But excluding someone who's offered to help so early on, does not it risk making them feel unwelcome? We want to encourage participation from new parents, don't we?
Of course we do! And Sarah will absolutely have opportunities to participate. There will be plenty of tasks that require willing volunteers closer to the event. You know, setting up decorations, managing registration, perhaps even assisting with the silent auction item display. Those are all crucial roles, and I'm sure Sarah would be perfectly capable in those areas. But at the initial conceptualization and the strategic planning, that really needs to remain with those who have a proven track record and a deep understanding of our brand, if you will. We've cultivated a certain image for our PTA events, and we need to maintain that consistency.
Your brand, as you call it, Blair, does seem to revolve heavily around the resort and your social connections. It just feels a little insular sometimes, doesn't it? We're a PTA for all the parents at the school, after all.
Nadia, darling, our fundraising efforts directly benefit all the children at the school. And to maximize those benefits, we need to appeal to those who have the capacity to give generously. Our established network understands that, and they respond accordingly. Maintaining a certain level of prestige around our events is simply a strategic necessity. It's not about being exclusionary, it's about being effective. And frankly, involving too many voices in the initial stages can often lead to diluted outcomes. Trust me on this. Our little core group knows what we're doing.
Hey, Nadia, you made it to the PTA meeting today, right? Hi, Sarah. Yes, I was there. You were trying to offer some ideas for the fall gala at Blair's husband's resort, weren't you? Yeah, just a few thoughts on logistics and maybe some alternative vendors to keep costs reasonable. I noticed Blair seemed preoccupied. She was mostly talking with Tiffany and Chloe. That's all right. They seem to have a good handle on things. She mentioned the resort quite a bit, though, how everything there is top-notch. It sounds lovely. I've never been. It is very nice. I remember being there for a charity event a while back. The decor is quite distinctive, very high-quality furniture. Oh, really? What kind of style? Very modern, elegant. I recall noticing the brand, actually. It was Artisan Furnishings, if I remember correctly. Really beautiful stuff. Artisan Furnishings? The name sounds familiar. They're quite well known, I think. High-end designer stuff, very stylish. Blair seemed very proud to be hosting the gala there. Well, it's generous of her and her husband to offer the venue. It is, but she definitely made it clear that it's her connections making it happen. Anyway, I just wanted to say, don't let Blair's focus on her inner circle discourage you. I appreciate you offering to help. Thanks, Nadia. I appreciate that. I'm here to support the school however I can. Well, that's great. And you never know where connections might lead. You mentioned your event planning background. That could be really valuable. I hope so. We'll see how things unfold. Blair, about the fall gala at the Cypress Resort, it's going to be stunning, as always. Charles has such impeccable taste.
Indeed, he understands the importance of creating the right atmosphere. Everything at the resort reflects a certain standard, wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. I especially admire the furniture, that sleek, modern style. It was all Artisan Furnishings, wasn't it? I recall noticing the nameplates.
Yes, Charles handled all of that during the last renovation. He has a real flair for interior design. They are quite striking.
They are. Such quality. I was browsing their website recently. They have a beautiful new collection, and the CEO is a woman named Sarah Miller, I believe.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be involved in the procurement details. Charles deals with all the suppliers. As long as the resort looks the part, that's his domain.
Right, of course. It just struck me. Sarah, that's the name of the new PTA member who's been so eager to help, isn't it?
Yes, Sarah, it is. What exactly are you suggesting, Nadia? It's a common name.
It is, but Artisan Furnishings is a pretty significant international company. It just seemed like a interesting coincidence. A new PTA member with event planning experience and the CEO of a major company shares her first name?
I still fail to see your point, Nadia. What does the CEO of some furniture conglomerate have to do with Sarah's offers to organize the bake sale?
Artisan Furnishings isn't just any furniture company, Blair. Their designs are featured in high-end establishments worldwide. It just feels like a detail worth noting. You know, Blair, thinking more broadly, involving different people can sometimes lead to really unexpected and positive outcomes. Sarah's enthusiasm is genuine, and her professional background could offer a fresh perspective on the gala. If we use her abilities, we could even attract a wider range of attendees or sponsors. Being a little more inclusive with the planning might surprise you.
Nadia, while I appreciate your egalitarian ideals, we have a very specific vision for this gala, one that has proven incredibly successful in the past. Our core team has cultivated a certain level of expertise and understands precisely what our donors expect. Introducing new, potentially untested ideas at this crucial stage could jeopardize the entire event's success. More importantly, it could jeopardize our fundraising goals for the school. We need to be strategic, and our current approach works.
Hi, Blair. I hope you're having a productive day. I was nearby and thought I'd swing by the Cypress to see if I could lend a hand with the gala prep. You mentioned it gets hectic closer to the date. Let me know if there's anything I can do, even simple tasks.
Sarah, this is rather unexpected. Yes, preparations are underway. However, our core team has a very specific system. Having extra people without understanding our flow can be more disruptive than helpful.
I understand about the system, but I learn quickly and am willing to follow instructions. If there are straightforward tasks, I'm happy to take them on. Even organizing supplies or initial decor setup. I just thought I could be an extra resource.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but the gala setup is quite detailed and requires a specific touch. Our team has been planning for weeks. Everyone has assigned roles aligned with their understanding of our brand. Introducing someone new now could lead to errors.
I see about the detailed planning, but surely there are basic tasks. Moving items, initial layouts, vendor check-in. I'm not looking to take over, just support.
Our dedicated resort staff handles the physical labor. PTA volunteers focus on aesthetics and guest management. Your offer is noted, but without a specific role in our structure, it's not contributing to efficiency.
So you'd prefer I just leave, even though I'm here and willing to help? Seems a bit unwelcoming for a new member.
We welcome strategic participation aligned with our structure. Right now, our team needs to focus without unnecessary distractions. While I appreciate your eagerness, your presence without a pre-assigned role is becoming just that.
A distraction? I'm simply offering assistance, not trying to get in the way.
We are on a tight schedule. Having someone unfamiliar on site at this stage slows us down. We have to explain things and ensure you're not disrupting our workflow.
I promise I won't slow things down, just one specific task. I can follow instructions precisely.
Sarah, there isn't a spare task that fits your current understanding of our prep. Every role is filled by someone involved from the beginning.
This feels unnecessarily exclusionary. I'm a PTA member like everyone else.
Look, Sarah, I need to be direct. Your continued insistence on staying, despite my explanations, is becoming disruptive and a hindrance. We have a significant event to execute flawlessly.
So what are you saying?
I am saying that if you do not leave now, I will have to ask the resort staff to escort you off the property. We cannot afford further delays or distractions. Our time is extremely limited.
Look, Blair, I'm genuinely trying to help. I understand you have your system, but completely shutting me out like this feels unwelcoming. I'm a member of this PTA too, and I want to contribute.
Sarah, my priority is the success of this gala and the funds it raises for our children. That requires efficiency and a team that works seamlessly. Right now, you being here is neither.
So my willingness to help you is actually a problem for you? Find that really disappointing, Blair. I came here in good faith thinking we were all working towards the same goal.
Good intentions don't always translate to effective action, Sarah, especially when dealing with an event of this scale and the expectations of our donors. We have a reputation to uphold.
And I could have potentially helped uphold that reputation with my experience, but you haven't even given me a chance.
I have assessed the situation, and my assessment is that your involvement at this stage would be counterproductive. It's as simple as that.
It doesn't feel simple. It feels like you're deliberately keeping anyone new out of your inner circle.
Our inner circle, as you call it, is comprised of dedicated individuals who have consistently delivered successful events for this PTA year after year. We trust their judgment and their ability to execute flawlessly.
And you don't trust that I could also contribute to that success, even in a small way?
Frankly, no, not at this crucial stage, without the necessary background and understanding of our specific protocols.
This is really disheartening, Blair. I thought the PTA was all about parents working together.
It is, but different phases require different levels of involvement and expertise. Right now, we need our core team to focus.
And you're making it very clear that I'm not part of that core team and not welcome to even observe or learn.
Sarah, I have been more than patient. I have explained our process. Your continued presence is now actively impeding our progress.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to repeat myself very clearly. You need to leave the premises immediately. If you do not, I will instruct the resort security to escort you off the property. This is no longer a request, Sarah. It is a directive.
You would actually have security throw me out for offering to help the PTA?
Yes, Sarah, I will. The success of this gala is paramount. Your continued presence is a hindrance. Please leave now before I am forced to take further action.
Blair, it's about Sarah. Remember our conversation earlier about the CEO of Artisan Furnishings having the same name?
Nadia, yes, vaguely. I dismissed it as a coincidence. What about it? I am swamped here.
Well, after our chat, I was curious, so I looked up Artisan Furnishings online. Specifically, I looked at their leadership page.
And please tell me this isn't going where I think it's going.
Blair, I saw her picture. The CEO of Artisan Furnishings? It's Sarah. The Sarah who you practically threatened to have thrown out of the resort this afternoon.
No. That's impossible. You must have the wrong person. There are so many Sarah Millers.
Blair, it's her. The photo is unmistakable. Same eyes, same smile. It's definitely her.
Oh my God. Charles is going to be furious. The entire resort is filled with her company's furniture. And I treated her like she was nothing.
You were incredibly dismissive from the moment she offered to help. You wouldn't even let her carry a box.
I didn't realize. She was so unassuming. I just assumed.
Assumed what, Blair? That someone who doesn't flaunt their wealth isn't powerful?
What do I do? What can I possibly do? The gala's here at our resort, surrounded by her company's work, and I acted like she was a nuisance.
You need to apologize, and you need to do it sincerely. Maybe even invite her to be more involved with the gala planning. Her insights could be invaluable considering her background.
Apologize? To the CEO of a major corporation? After I practically had her ejected from our property?
It's your only option, Blair. Imagine the fallout if she finds out through someone else. Or worse, if she remembers your treatment and decides to reconsider her business dealings with the resort.
You're right. I have to fix this now. What do I even say? How do I even begin to apologize for something like this?
Be genuine. Acknowledge your misjudgment. And show that you truly value her potential contribution to the school and the gala.
Oh, this is a nightmare. A complete and utter nightmare. Sarah, I need to talk to you, please.
Blair, well, this is a surprise. Suddenly finding the time for a chat? What changed? Did my offer to fold napkins meet the impeccable standards after all?
No, Sarah, please, it's not like that. Well, it was like that, and that's what makes me so incredibly ashamed. Nadia, help me realize who you are.
Ah, I see. So the fog is lifted now that my LinkedIn profile has been reviewed? Suddenly my presence isn't so disruptive at the Cypress Resort?
No, Sarah, please, it wasn't about... Well, it was about that initially, and that's the awful truth. I was so caught up in my little social hierarchy that I completely dismissed someone who was genuinely trying to contribute. It was shallow and wrong.
You made it abundantly clear that certain people, those not in your inner circle or lacking the right aesthetic, need not apply for genuine involvement. Folding napkins seemed to be the ceiling for my potential.
I know, and I am so deeply sorry. My behavior was based on a completely superficial and, as I said, disgusting way of evaluating people. I was so focused on image that I missed the person.
So if Nadia hadn't enlightened you, would I still be regulated to the napkin detail? Would my corporate event management background still be irrelevant to your Cypress chic vision?
You're right, that's the terrible truth. My apology wouldn't be happening if I were still ignorant, and that's what makes me feel so utterly reprehensible.
Your apology isn't about genuinely regretting your behavior towards another human being. It's about regretting how you treated the CEO of a company that your husband does business with.
No, well, yes, that realization was the catalyst, but now I see how awful I was, how condescending and dismissive. It wasn't just about your potential help with the gala, it was about how I made you feel.
You made me feel like an outsider. Like my willingness to contribute wasn't valued simply because I wasn't part of your inner circle, or didn't project a certain image.
And I was so wrong, so incredibly wrong. Please, Sarah, is there anything I can do to even begin to make amends? I would be honored, truly honored, if you would consider being involved with the gala. Your expertise would be invaluable.
My expertise was available yesterday, Blair, before you knew my title. The fact that you're suddenly interested in it now speaks volumes.
I know, and I deserve your disdain. But please, for the sake of the school and the children, could we perhaps start over? I want to do better. I need to do better.
You know, Blair, the thing about furniture, good, solid pieces, is that their worth isn't determined by the label or the price tag alone. It's about the quality of the craftsmanship and the integrity of the materials. People are no different. Some of the most valuable contributions come from unexpected places, from people you might initially overlook based on superficial impressions. Maybe you should spend less time polishing your image and more time appreciating the genuine substance around you. As for your offer to start over, perhaps you should start by treating everyone with the same basic respect, regardless of their perceived status.
Sarah, please, if word gets out about what happened, my reputation will be ruined.
It's not about what happened, it's about what you did. And honestly, I'd say your reputation deserves to take a hit for that. The fall gala went ahead, and while Blair made a few awkward, overly enthusiastic attempts to engage me, I kept our interactions brief and polite. Nadia remained a genuine ally, often shooting me knowing glances across crowded rooms. As for Blair, her frantic attempts to regain social footing after her misjudgment were noticeable. Some parents who had perhaps experienced similar treatment seemed to observe her shift with a certain wry amusement. The PTA continued its activities, but the undercurrent of Blair's superficiality had been exposed, significantly altering the dynamics. I continued to contribute where I felt my skills were genuinely valued, focusing on initiatives that benefited the students directly. Ultimately, the experience served as a sharp reminder that true worth has nothing to do with titles or social posturing.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Haley, what the hell was that lunch supposed to be today?
Huh? Was something wrong with it again?
Wrong? Haley, it wasn't just wrong, it was a disaster! You know the story about the meltdown at the Chernobyl nuclear reactor, right? Well, the lunch you made me today was an even worse disaster!
Wait, what do you mean?
I took one bite and I literally gagged. I'm not kidding. I almost threw up right there at my desk. It wasn't just bad. It was like offensively bad.
I'm sorry, Aaron. What part of it did you think was so terrible?
Let's start with how it looked. I opened the lid and I swear I thought a squirrel had died in there. It was just brown, completely brown, one solid block of sadness. No color, no variety, nothing, just a depressing brown mess. Have you ever even heard of food presentation? Do you not know what a little color can do to make food look appetizing?
Okay, but remember the last time I tried to make it colorful? I packed it all cute and added veggies for balance, and you said it looked like some preschool lunch. You got mad and said you didn't want to eat anything that looked like it was made for a child.
Yeah, and? So your solution is to swing to the complete opposite extreme? You go from rainbow lunchbox to roadkill? God, you are so frustrating. It's like you have no common sense.
Okay, but don't you remember a while back when you were watching that show on TV? Oh, what was it called? Something like Man Meals? I was just trying to make something like that because I thought it was what you wanted.
You can't just blindly copy things without using your brain, Haley. No one, and I mean no one, wants a lunch that looks like it was scraped off a barn floor. Ginger pork, some soggy stewed whatever, everything just kinda dumped in together. You didn't even try, did you? It was like you just threw random leftovers in a box and called it done. And don't think I didn't notice the fried chicken.
What was wrong with the chicken?
You obviously just heated up some frozen pre-made chicken in the microwave. How many times have I told you, no frozen food, no pre-packaged meals in my lunch? Do you even care at this point? Does it not bother you that your husband is forced to survive on this kind of garbage?
I'm sorry. I tasted it before packing and I thought it was okay. Certainly didn't seem bad enough for you to get this mad about.
That's it! That's exactly the problem! You don't even realize how bad your food is! You seriously need to wake up and accept that you're just no good at this! Do you have any idea what it's like being married to someone who can't cook? I've been putting up with your awful meals for years! I'm lucky I haven't either starved to death or died of food poisoning!
I really am sorry.
Tomorrow I expect an actual lunch. Put some time and effort into it for a change. And make it from scratch. I don't want to see a single shortcut. I'm serious. No frozen food, no instant anything. And when I get home tonight, I'm going straight to the fridge. Anything that's not fresh is going straight into the trash.
Hold on a second. Making your lunch is already really hard on me. You want everything homemade and in huge portions. I already wake up at 3 a.m. just to get your lunch ready in time. And on top of that, I'm working too. It's honestly becoming too much. I'm exhausted, Aaron.
Wow, okay. Are you really trying to argue with me about this? You think this is acceptable? Talking back to your own husband? Your breadwinner? The man of the house? Newsflash, Haley. Making meals for your husband is literally part of being a wife. That's pretty much your single most important job, actually. I've been holding back, pretending to be okay with your food out of concern for your stupid feelings, but I've hit my limit. I'm trying to help you, Haley. I'm trying to fix your terrible cooking habits.
It doesn't feel like you're trying to help. It feels like you're trying to hurt.
Oh, please. If I didn't care about you, I would have divorced you a long time ago. So maybe you should show me some gratitude from time to time, huh? Because if this keeps up, you're really pushing your luck, Haley.
Okay, I understand. I'm sorry.
That lunch today? Yeah, it's going in the trash. I'm not torturing myself with that mess. I'll eat out today like I should have done in the first place.
You're really going to throw it all away again?
Obviously! This slop is trash, so it belongs in the trash!
I know this might sound bad, but you've been throwing out your lunch every single day lately, haven't you? Then you grab takeout or convenience store food anyway, right? So I was thinking, maybe it'd be better if I just stopped making them all together. It's wasting food and it's hurting our budget too.
What? Are you seriously saying this to me right now? You're just looking for an excuse to stop cooking, aren't you? Trying to get out of your responsibilities?
No, Aaron, I'm just thinking about how to make things work with us.
And what the hell do you think I'm doing? I'm being hard on you because I care, damn it! Someone has to push you to do better, and that someone is me. Are you mad at me for caring about our marriage? Does it make me a villain to want to help you become a better wife for me?
No, that's not what I meant. I wasn't trying to get out of anything. I'm sorry. I'll practice more, okay? I'll work on it. I'll do better.
Good! And maybe try to think about how hard this is for me, too! I'm the one suffering through these meals! So next time, don't talk back, just do better! And don't screw up tonight's dinner. I swear if it's anything like that lunch, then you're gonna be sleeping on the front porch tonight! Hey, Haley! Where the hell are you right now? You seriously think it's okay to be out this late without even telling me where you are? Your husband just got home from a long day of work. I was expecting to see my wife greeting me at the front door to thank me for all my hard work, but I guess that's just too much to ask from you. Unbelievable. You've got some nerve, Haley.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I just stepped out for a quick errand. I'm doing some grocery shopping. I'll be back soon.
Oh, for God's sake! Did you forget something when you were out at the store earlier? Again? God, you're hopeless, clumsy, clueless, and completely unreliable. You never learn, do you?
I said I'm sorry. I'll be back right after I finish up.
Tell me something. This thing on the dining room table, is that supposed to be dinner?
Yeah. But there was something I needed to tell you about that.
Ugh, wow. Just looking at it makes me want to puke. How do you even manage to create something that disgusting? It looks like toxic sludge. It's actually impressive how awful it is. I mean, it's so bad it's kind of funny. There is no way I'm eating that crap. Well, you're just gonna have to start over from scratch. I threw it in the trash as soon as I walked in the room.
Wait, what? You threw it away?
Duh! I felt like I was gonna get food poisoning just looking at it. Get back here now and make me a proper dinner.
Hold on, Aaron, you've got this all wrong. I didn't make that.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I said. I didn't make dinner for you tonight.
But, if you didn't make it, then...
Your sister Christy did.
Wait, what?
Yeah, your sister dropped by earlier this evening, totally unexpected. She wanted to hang out for a bit, and while we were chatting, she grabbed some things from the fridge and whipped something up.
Oh, God! Oh, my God! You didn't tell her about, you didn't rat me out to my own sister, did you?
Rat you out? About what? You mean about how you always tell me my cooking is awful? Well, yeah, I did mention it, a little. I mean, come on, Christy's great at cooking. I thought maybe she could give me some tips.
Are you out of your mind? Why would you even think about doing that? You just screwed me over big time, Haley!
And how exactly did I screw you over? Oh, hey, I was actually talking to Christy just now, and she said she actually wants to talk to you about something.
She does?
She said she's going to message you herself, so yeah, keep an eye out for that.
Wait! Can you tell her I'm busy? Tell her I'll text her later, please! Oh no, she's already texting me!
Aaron, what exactly do you think you're doing?
Okay, hold it right there, Christy. You've got no business coming to my house unannounced and uninvited.
Oh, go screw yourself, you little twerp. I came to see my darling sister-in-law, Haley, not you. But honestly, that is so not the point right now, is it?
No, wait, hold on, Christy. You've got it all wrong, okay? This is a big misunderstanding.
Oh, really? Why don't you explain to me what exactly I'm misunderstanding? Let's see. Are you saying I've got it all wrong about you treating my lovely sister-in-law like some worthless, lousy cook? Or maybe I'm mistaken about how you've been throwing away the meals she's been working hard to make for you every single day? Or how you've been berating her, criticizing her, pushing her to the point she's emotionally worn down? Or maybe it's today, where you went ahead and trashed the dinner I made without even tasting it. Just wondering, because from where I'm standing, it really sounds like you've been acting like a trash-tier excuse for a husband. So tell me, Aaron, where exactly is the misunderstanding? Your big sister is all ears.
I didn't mean for it to come across like that. Seriously, Christy, I'm so sorry.
Are your eyes as worthless as your taste buds? Because I'm asking you a very clear question. Exactly what part of this situation am I not understanding? You can read English, can't you? Do you need me to give you some English tutoring like I did when you were in middle school?
I'm sorry, Christy. I'm really, really sorry. I didn't know you were the one who made dinner. I never would have thrown it out if I'd known.
Oh, I see. Now we're getting somewhere. So you didn't answer my question at all, but you've made your position clear. You seem to realize that throwing my food away was a mistake. But for some reason, you also think it's perfectly fine to throw Haley's food away. That's what you're saying, right?
No, look, it's just that Haley's food was really bad. I kept telling her and she never improved. She has no sense of taste, no idea what she's doing. I figured maybe if I pushed her a little, she'd finally get better. I thought I was helping her fix it.
Right. Well, I tried Haley's cooking, by the way, and you know what? It was perfectly fine. Actually, more than fine. The seasoning was well balanced, the broth was rich, and you could taste the effort she put into every single bite. So maybe it's not her food that's the problem. Maybe it's your attitude. Or maybe my taste buds are just as wrong as hers, huh? What do you think, Aaron? Is your dear older sister out of her mind?
I don't know what to say. That's not what
Stop stammering and spit it out, you pathetic little weasel! You're not trying to help her. You just wanted to put her down. You enjoyed it. You make yourself feel superior by mocking her food, nitpicking every little thing she does, and then throwing it out like garbage. It makes you feel powerful, doesn't it? God, the fact that we share DNA makes me want to vomit.
Christy, come on, I'm sorry, okay? I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Oh, you don't think it was a big deal? That's your excuse. You've been treating Haley like a live-in servant, throwing away her hard work every single day. And now that someone calls you out, suddenly it's not a big deal? Well, it is a big deal. So here's what's happening now. Starting today, you and Haley are going to live separately. I am going to come to your place every day for some in-depth training. You're going to cook your own breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 3 full meals, all from scratch. No frozen shortcuts, no prepackaged crap, and definitely no takeout. You're going to do that for 30 straight days. And until you finish the entire month, you are not allowed to see Haley. That level of effort, it's not even a fraction of what you demanded from her every day.
Wait, hold on! Why do you get to decide that? This is between me and Haley. It's our marriage. You shouldn't be interfering like this.
I'm sorry, were you under the impression that you can say no to me? Let me remind you of a few things, little brother. Who bailed you out when you used your college scholarship money to buy a new gaming console and couldn't pay tuition? Who covered your fees behind mom and dad's back so you wouldn't get expelled? Who took you in when you got fired from your part-time job and your landlord kicked you out? Who gave you a roof over your head, fed you, and helped you get back on your feet? Who finally convinced your unstable ex to leave you alone after she trashed your apartment? Who pulled every string she had at her company to land you an interview for the job you have right now? Come on, say it. Who did all that?
You did. It was you, Christy. I'm sorry. I'll do what you say.
You don't owe me an apology. You owe Haley one. And I don't mean some half-assed mumbled sorry. You go to her and take responsibility for what you did. And if she doesn't forgive you, if she decides she's done and wants a divorce, you keep your mouth shut and accept it. Because you earned that outcome, Aaron. Own it.
I understand.
Good. Tomorrow morning, I'll be at your place at 3 a.m. Get ready, and don't even think about whining.
Yes, ma'am.
After everything, Christy reassured me that my cooking was genuinely excellent. She also recommended that I go back to my parents' place to get some space from Aaron. While I was gone, he got a full dose of Christy's no-nonsense lectures and daily cooking boot camp. From what I heard, she tore apart every dish he made until he finally broke. 4 months later, he showed up skinny, pale, and bawling his eyes out as he apologized to me on his knees. Since then, I've moved back home, and honestly, he's like a different person. He started helping with everything, cooking, cleaning, laundry, you name it. I don't know what kind of training Christy put him through, but it clearly worked. These days, our marriage feels way more balanced, and life at home is so much easier. I'm seriously grateful to Christy. Someday, I hope I can be as strong as she is. Neil, hi there. I had so much fun at the reunion party. Hey, Neil. Are you not there? Hello? Oh, come on, give me a reply.
What do you want? I'm working right now. I'm at work. Can you not see the time?
Oh, that's not as important as replying to my texts. I'm always everyone's priority.
You're way down. Why would I prioritize you over my job?
You're acting all shy again. Oh, what a cutie you are.
I'm not being shy.
Okay, you're a cute baby who doesn't want to admit it. You used to be so nerdy back then, but look at you now, all handsome and cool. Who expected you to change so dramatically? I know it was all for me. Thanks. Hey, let's meet after work. I know you miss me.
I'm on a business trip.
Oops, my bad. What a pity. Then I'll talk about something more fun. You must be stressed with work. What should we do for Christmas together?
What are you talking about? Why are you asking me that?
Oh my, are you trying to make me say it, you little pookie? I'm asking you out for Christmas. Let's go on a date and spend some time with just the two of us.
No thanks, I'll pass.
Why is that? You're saying no to me?
I'm spending Christmas with my family.
Oh, right. I get it now. You've been single all these years, so your only choice was to spend Christmas with your family. Oh, Neil, you don't have to do that anymore. My poor Pookie. How sad.
That's nonsense.
Hear me out. We're both grown-ups now. You have to understand that Christmas is actually for lovers to spend time together. It's basically an event made for lovers.
I don't think it's an event dedicated to just lovers. Do you even know the history of Christmas?
You say that just because you've only experienced Christmas without a girlfriend. It's time for you to experience something new. This year, I'll teach you the correct way to spend Christmas from 1 to 10. A private lesson just for you. So there's nothing to worry about.
You're disgusting!
Huh?
I don't know why you're making everything up and having fun imagining things, but I have a family to spend Christmas with, so I hope you can stop all this nonsense. It's creeping me out, honestly.
Listen, I am telling you that your way of spending Christmas is lame.
There's nothing happier than being able to celebrate the holidays with your loving family, in my opinion. What's your problem?
Huh?
I have to go back to work now. I can't waste any more time on you. Stop texting me. I don't want us to keep in touch.
You really don't understand how fun these seasonal events can be when you hang out with the one you love. You're missing out on so much. Listen carefully. Think about all the fun holidays we have in a year. In January, we have New Year's. We'll have the New Year's countdown together, start the year with me by your side, and go pray at church, praying to God that we'll have a happy year. In February, we have Valentine's Day. I'll make chocolate for you, and we'll taste them together. In March, we have White Day, where you're supposed to prepare me a brand bag in return for the chocolates I gave you for Valentine's. In April, we'll go see flowers and have a picnic at the park. We'll eat and drink some cocktails under the cherry blossom trees. We read each other love poems. In May, we'll take some days off to travel together. A lovey-dovey trip in the best weather. In June, well, there's not much going on during this month, but we'll go on dates and have fun together as always. For the 4th of July, we'll visit fairs, see fireworks, and celebrate together. We should go take photos at photo booths, too. In August, we'll go to the beach and water parks. You'll fall for me even deeper seeing me in a sexy bikini. You better not faint. In September, we should go travel again. The weather is perfect for sightseeing. In October, we'll wear costumes for Halloween, and we can make themed desserts together. You can take me to a fancy dinner before we eat our desserts at home. We'll definitely have to celebrate Thanksgiving together in November. You can cook me a feast, and we can invite some of our friends, too. Or we can travel to go meet our families. And last but not least, December. Of course, we have Christmas, our long-awaited holiday for the lovers. I know, I have a good idea. How about we go somewhere together from the 24th? We'll spend Christmas Eve together. We can spend the night looking at beautiful night lights. In a hotel room, of course. What do you think? After Christmas, we have to get ready to end the year. Time passes so fast. Well, we'll have Christmas to worry about first. Our first holidays together. I bet you're too inexperienced to plan for a perfect Christmas date, so I'll be in charge of planning it this year. You better learn from me for next year. See you soon, my little Pookie.
Hey, Neil. Mr. Sanders, hello. Is there anything I can help you with? It's out of work hours. I assume you have something very urgent to tell me. Don't tell me. You're cheating on your girl. I didn't know you were that type of guy. What? I saw you walking with another girl today. Oh, I didn't know you were watching. You're always with that girl every Friday. I know more than you think. I've seen you meeting up with that girl at the office entrance for the past few weeks. It was pretty obvious. And you two always walk in that direction where there are many motels. You can't deceive me! No, you're wrong. I always escape from her grasp at the station right before the entrance of the area where the motels are. I then hop onto the first train that comes. Escape from her grasp? You make it sound dramatic. What do you mean? There is absolutely no way that I'm cheating on my partner with her. It's never gonna happen, sir. Something smells fishy, man. It doesn't make sense not to make a move on such a glamorous-looking gal like her. You're a man, a young man, Neil. Don't be deceived by her looks. You can never expect what kind of personality she's hiding beneath her makeup. I'm going straight home after this. Goodbye.
Oh, my Pookie, my Neil. You don't have to act so shy. I know it's been a while since we started flirting. I know we promised to become one, both emotionally and physically, on Christmas Eve. But I don't mind doing so before Christmas. We don't have to follow what we decided days ago. I'm sure we'll spend a dreamy night together on Christmas Eve, whether that's our first time or not. And it's not like I can visit you every single day. We're in a long-distance relationship, actually. It takes me 2 hours to come meet you. It's a lot of effort. Oh, but don't worry. I will quit my job and move in with you as soon as we get married. To do so, we first have to spend some quality time together.
I've had enough. Stop all this nonsense. The reason why I hopped onto the train running away from you is because I don't intend to be in that kind of relationship with you. I can't be any clearer than this. How come you still don't understand that I'm trying to escape you? I don't want you near me!
I see. You're too shy to spend the night with me. Oh, what a cutie you are. You must love me so dearly. Oh, I never knew.
No! You're misunderstanding me again. Just stop. Let me go!
You don't have to act so shy. It's a bit sad that I won't be able to get any intimate with you for so many weeks, but I'll endure it just for you. I'll see you again next Friday. Miss you already, my Pookie. Oh, my Pookie, my Neil. I knew something was wrong when you never came out of the office building after work, but who would have expected you to go home from the underground parking lot? You should have told me beforehand if that was your plan. If you told me, I would have waited near the exit of the underground parking lot. So, I decided to punish you this week. I'm spending the night with your boss, Mr. Sanders. Surprised? It was actually Mr. Sanders who told me about you usually coming to work by car. He is so kind, isn't he? Okay then, I'll be his for just one night. It's just tonight, don't freak out. It's all your fault, though, for being too shy to make a proper move on me. You're at blame here, not me or Mr. Saunders. So this is not cheating, let me make that clear. If you don't want me to cheat on you like this, you must promise me to be mine on Christmas Eve. This is a warning, Neil. See you.
Hey, Neil, what a great morning, huh? I think Lana has already told you about what happened last night between us. I guess your girlfriend is mine now. Sorry, man, she was just too irresistible. Good morning, Mr. Sanders. Looks like you had a great night yesterday. I just saw the texts Lana sent me yesterday. I see you and Lana. I didn't know this would happen so fast. So, as you know, your girlfriend is mine now. It seems like her heart is still with you, but it should be a matter of time until she completely falls for me. I've decided to let her stay at my place until Christmas Eve. I heard she's been traveling a long distance just for you. Until then, Lana and I will be spending the night together every day. You might be stupid, but you should be able to understand what I mean by that.
Neil, my little Pookie, I texted to tell you about our schedule tomorrow. I booked a hotel room for us to spend the night together on Christmas Eve. I booked the suite room on the top floor at Tube Hotel. Isn't that wonderful? I'll check in first, so come straight to the hotel after work. I'll be waiting for my Pookie to come see me. Neil, I think it's around time for you to get off work. I am tired of waiting. I couldn't wait any longer, so I took a shower first. You might be inexperienced, but I bet you know what this means. We're finally becoming one. It was a long wait. I'll be waiting for you to come one last time. Hey, Neil, answer me. Why is Mr. Saunders here? Where are you? I told you that you were the one I wanted to spend Christmas Eve with. I've been telling you this so many times. I know you're reading my texts.
What's the big deal? I thought you were in a relationship with Mr. Sanders now. I heard that you became one with him. He told me that you've been living with him since your first night with him.
Mr. Saunders and I have already talked about this. We promised that our relationship only lasts until this morning. So there's nothing for you to worry about anymore. Oh, you must be so jealous.
I don't know what there is to be worried about. Well, I'm certainly not the type of person to steal the wife of my boss.
Huh? Wife? Who are you talking about?
Mr. Sanders announced that he's getting married today at work.
He's getting married?
He told me that you're going to be his bride. Congratulations to you both.
Huh? I never signed any paper to get married to him. What is going on? I wanted to be yours. That's why I booked the suite at Tube Hotel, ready to give you my everything.
You should enjoy your time with your husband. I'm out.
I told you that you're the one I want to marry. You have to be my husband.
You're disgusting. Stop it. I can't bear it anymore.
What? You dare to call me disgusting?
I'm married already anyways.
Huh? No way. I know you're lying. You told me that you never spent Christmas with your girlfriend. I remember what you told me.
It's true that I've never dated any woman in my life before I met my wife. I might be inexperienced, as you say. To make it clear, it's just that I'm spending Christmas this year with my wife, not my girlfriend. I met her in February at a matchmaking event, and we got married in November, so I never really got to experience Christmas with my girlfriend.
What?
And I also have 2 kids, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
No way, that can't be.
For me, Christmas is a holiday I want to spend with my family. That's my normal. Choosing another woman to spend it with when I have a loving family to enjoy Christmas with? Never happening in my lifetime.
You never told me that you had a wife and kids. Oh, this is not fair. You took advantage of me by hiding the truth, you bastard.
I told you when you waited for me at the entrance of my office building. I was always being honest with you.
Huh?
But you kept on talking, not even trying to listen to me. You were all over me, but never thought of listening to me properly. I wonder who's at fault here. You were really disgusting, to be honest.
No way.
Well, now you're married to Mr. Sanders, and you got yourself a husband. There's no reason for you to text me anymore. And I certainly don't want Mr. Sanders to be suspicious of anything between us because of these texts you're sending me. So I'm blocking you from my contacts.
No, please.
Mr. Sanders is my boss, so he does make more money than me. I think that his age being closer to her father bothers Lana the most. But it seems like Mr. Sanders is crazy over his newlywed wife who's gleaming with youth. While Lana was in a trance out of shock, he quickly arranged a meeting with her parents and told them about their marriage. By the beginning of next year, she had already moved in with him at his parents' house, so things were going very quickly. It seems like he had submitted the marriage papers without telling her, so she got all mad and got into a fight in her dreams because she soon found out that she was pregnant. They look like a happy couple on the outside, but Lana had to deal with his problematic parents and Mr. Sanders, who already had 4 divorces, which definitely tells about his problematic nature. People have spotted Lana looking gaunt and tired of life around her neighborhood.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Allison, you parked your car on my property again. My, aren't we observant? By the way, do you think you could maybe pull your car a bit further in next time? It makes it hard to get mine out onto the road with yours parked there. Excuse me? Allison, you realize that's my property, right? You parked there without even asking yet again. How many times do we need to go through this? Oh, please. Emily, it's just parked temporarily. You're acting like I built a house on your lawn or something. That spot's totally empty and unused anyway. It's not unused, Allison. We bought that land specifically so we could expand our farming. Do you have any idea how annoying it is when your car's parked exactly where we're trying to work? Farming, more farming. Seriously? Emily, every direction I look, it's just dirt and tractors. Honestly, it's depressing. Why don't you just pave that area already and make a nice, practical parking lot? Are you hearing yourself? Allison, it's our private property, not some public parking space for your convenience. Oh, come on. You should thank me. I'm giving you an incredibly helpful suggestion right now. A parking lot would make life easier for everyone around here. Think about it. No more mud, no more weeds. It's an absolute upgrade. An upgrade? Allison, this isn't about convenience or upgrades. It's about basic respect. Not to mention property rights. You can't just casually park wherever you feel like because you think the space is empty. Emily, relax. We're neighbors after all. Shouldn't we help each other out sometimes? You're not even using that spot right this minute. A little generosity never hurt anyone. Generosity? You park on my land without asking, suggest I bulldoze my farm, and somehow you're the generous one? Allison, honestly, sometimes I wonder what planet you're living on. Wow, okay, rude. No need to overreact. I'll move it eventually, no big deal. This is why people around here never make progress. You're all allergic to change. No, Allison, we're allergic to neighbors who think the world revolves around them. Honestly, it's exhausting having to explain basic manners to you over and over. Just move your car immediately and stop parking on my property. It's really not complicated. I keep telling you I'll move it eventually. You seriously need to chill out. I'll chill out the second you stop treating my property like your personal driveway. Move your car, Allison, now. Look, Emily, since you're clearly upset about this parking situation, let's talk money. You people can't get enough of that stuff, right? Name your price. I'll pay it. And by the way, you should consider yourself lucky I'm even offering. I don't have to be this generous. Are you serious, Allison? You can't just wave cash around and expect me to be grateful. That's not how this works. Oh, please, Emily, let's not pretend you're not interested. It's easy money, and I'll have no problem paying you whatever measly amount you could ask for. My husband earns over $100,000 a year. Paying you for a patch of dirt isn't exactly a hardship for us. Wow, Allison, you honestly think money fixes everything, don't you? Again, this land isn't just some patch of dirt. It's for farming. It's literally our livelihood. Oh, come on now, don't exaggerate. Farming, please. Anyway, I'm not asking for the whole thing, just enough space for my car. Oh, and room for my kids' bikes, too. Maybe a small storage shed, if we can manage that. You've got to be kidding. So not only do you want to park illegally, but now you're planning to put a shed on my property, too? Do you even hear yourself right now? Yes, Emily, I do, and I think I'm being perfectly reasonable. You, on the other hand, are being a bit of a brat. I mean, really, you could be making easy money instead of obsessing over a piece of land you're barely using. I would like to be using the land right now, but unless you move your car, we can't till the field. The answer is no. You may not park your car on my land. Not today, not tomorrow, never. My land isn't for sale or rent or whatever ridiculous idea you have next. Move your car! Oh my God, Emily, you are so stubborn. This is exactly what's wrong with rural people like you. You're all so small-minded, clinging desperately to your poverty and outdated lifestyles. It's pathetic. Excuse me? Allison, you're on my property without permission, and somehow I'm the pathetic one? What kind of warped logic is that? All I'm saying is that if you had an ounce of vision, you'd take my offer and improve your lifestyle. Honestly, your resistance just screams jealousy at my family's success. Jealousy? Oh, that's hilarious, Allison. If success means becoming someone who thinks they can bully their neighbors with money, count me out. Now, I've tried to be polite, but you're seriously pushing it. Move your car off my land immediately. Or what, Emily? You'll keep yelling at me? Because threats from a stubborn country girl aren't exactly intimidating. No threats, Allison, just a promise. If you don't remove your car immediately and stop trespassing on my property, you'll leave me no choice but to take appropriate legal action. And trust me, no amount of money from your supposedly high-income husband will protect you from that. Allison, what on earth is happening here? Why are there dozens of cars parked all over my property right now? Explain yourself immediately. Oh, relax, Emily. Didn't I mention this already? I invited some of my friends from the city out here for a vacation. They'll be parked there for just a few short days, 3 days tops. 3 days? Are you serious, Allison? There are at least 30 cars parked on my property. Do you have any idea how completely insane that is? There you go, overreacting again. We're spending the weekend at that lovely mountain resort nearby. My driveway couldn't handle this many vehicles. Your empty land was just the obvious choice. You really should feel honored. Stop patronizing me, Allison. We have already been through this. You can't just invite half your social circle and dump their cars on my farm. If it weren't for our history together, I might have been willing to let you use that lot for a few days. But I have made it repeatedly clear that you do not have my permission to park there. Oh, please, permission, consent. It's all semantics. The cars are there now anyway. Besides, I did say I'd pay you generously. Surely a bit of cash in your pocket makes this worthwhile. This isn't about your money, Allison. What is it going to take to get that through your thick skull? Do you have any idea how psychotic this is? You're invading my property like a medieval warlord. Emily, let's keep things civilized. You seem really worked up. I'll compensate you properly after the weekend. In the meantime, can you just stop fussing and bear with it for a few days? It's really not that big a deal. You are not the one who gets to decide what is or is not a big deal when it's my property that we're talking about. Move every single one of those cars right this minute, or else. I am not kidding. Emily, dear, that's impossible. We're already on the bus. We can't turn back now. You'll just have to wait. In 3 days, your precious land will be empty again, okay? Problem solved. You think I'm going to sit around and let you disrespect my home and livelihood for 3 days? You have crossed a line. Oh, stop being dramatic. It's temporary. Think of it as helping people experience the rural charm you love so much. Seriously, just relax. We'll talk compensation later. I promise I'll make it worth the trouble. You know what? Fine. If this is how you insist on handling things, then I'm done being polite. Consider this my final courtesy. You had better make alternative arrangements to get home after your precious little trip, because you are not going to have as easy of a time getting home as you think. Oh, please. Are you threatening me now, Emily? Let's not make things ugly. I told you before, around these parts, we don't do threats. This is just a friendly heads up. Actions have consequences. You chose your actions, and now you'll have to accept them. Emily, what the hell is going on? There's a trench around all the cars. What is this? Oh, hey, Allison. Welcome back. I hope your little country escape was relaxing. As for the trench, landscaping weekend. You're joking. Please tell me you're joking. That trench goes all the way around the cars. We can't move anything. Are you seriously trying to trap us? Trap you? No, not at all. I just wanted to install proper irrigation lines. It's farmland, remember? You said you wanted a real country experience. Well, congratulations, you got one. This is revenge! Don't play dumb! That trench wasn't here before. You dug it after we parked, and you did it on purpose. I had every right to work my land. I borrowed a backhoe from my cousin and did all the work myself. And not to toot my own horn, but it's a pretty well-done trench. A masterpiece, really. You have lost your mind. You can't trap other people's property like this. I'll call the police. This is vandalism. Maybe even theft. Oh, by all means, call them. I'd love to walk them through the illegal parking, broken fencing, ruined soil, and other damage you caused. I'd also love to show them our text message history. It would be very illuminating. I never destroyed anything, and it's not like I didn't offer to pay. You said you'd think about it. That's not even close to true. You threw money in my face, and I said no every time. You didn't care. Emily, please. My husband makes over $100,000 a year. We're not lowlifes. I was going to make it right. Still going on about your husband's income? This isn't about money. It's about trespassing and your city slicker entitlement. You're enjoying this, aren't you? You actually wanted to humiliate me. No, I wanted you to respect my boundaries. You didn't. So I respected my own. That land is mine. I'll use it however I see fit. You left 30 cars in the middle of it. You're going to regret this. I swear, Emily, you have made a very bad enemy. If defending my property makes me your enemy, I'll sleep just fine. Maybe don't come back. Ever. Oh my God, fine. I'm sorry, okay? There. Happy now? I apologized. Can we move on? Wow, that's your apology? No acknowledgement, no remorse, no ownership. You just dropped "I'm sorry" like it meant nothing. I said the words. That's what you wanted, isn't it? No need to drag this out to feel powerful. I don't need power, Allison. I just think someone who lied, trespassed, and humiliated 30 guests should sound less smug. What do you want from me? Should I crawl to your front door sobbing for forgiveness? Honestly, that'd be a start. Maybe throw in some groveling while you're at it. Yeah, I like that idea a lot. You come down to my farm, personally, get on your knees in my freshly manured field, and maybe then I'll consider forgiving you. You're insane. I'm not humiliating myself just to please some bitter farm girl with a chip on her shoulder. And there it is, the real you. Arrogant, entitled, incapable of admitting when you're wrong. So familiar, so exhausting. I'm warning you, Emily. My husband earns over $100,000 a year. He has connections. He knows people. I'm warning you, if you keep pushing, there will be consequences. Hate to break it to you, but $100K a year isn't all that impressive around here, especially not for someone with a farm as big as mine. Oh, please, you expect me to believe a bunch of backwater farmers are making that kind of money? Believe what you want, but your husband's income isn't a magic wand. If you want to play ball, I'll play ball, but we're playing country style. You're just enjoying this because you finally have a little leverage. Let's see how smug you are when my lawyer comes knocking on your door. Talk to whoever you want. I've got every text, every photo, every timestamp, screenshots, evidence, and more patience than you. Anyway, I've given you my terms. Come and kneel down in my manure patch and give me a sincere apology. Then I'll help you get your cars out. Until you're ready to start kneeling, we've got nothing to talk about. I thought the story would end with the trench, but it seemed that Allison still had one last performance in her. She showed up at my property, flanked by her little club of metropolitan menaces, all dressed like they were headed to a brunch at a tacky restaurant. She thought numbers would intimidate me and that I'd cave under pressure. Well, she grossly underestimated how stubborn a country girl can be. I laid it all out, every message sent, every boundary crossed, every trespass she pretended didn't count because she smiled while doing it. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. The truth did the heavy lifting, and the silence of her gilded gang showed how much it hurt. Her friends turned on her on the spot. They were all totally mortified. You could see it in their faces. They finally realized who they'd been backing. By the end of it, the once high and mighty Allison was sobbing in the dirt, knees stained and begging me to forgive her. Since my conditions were met, I helped them get their cars out. I built a little bridge with my backhoe and some steel plates. But I warned her, one more stunt and the next time, there wasn't going to be any warning. She didn't listen. A week later, she came back with a bunch of bags of salt loaded into her 4-door sedan. I guess she was planning to sabotage my field with that salt. Not that the 3 bags she brought would have gotten her very far. She was caught right as she ripped open the first bag with a brand new box cutter. One of my cousins filmed the whole thing and sent it to the entire farming co-op. And that was the final straw for the last person who still had her back. Her husband snapped. He filed for divorce, took the kids, and left. Allison's gone now. For good, I hope. And me? I've got my land, my fences, my peace. And most importantly, quiet.
You've got to be kidding me, Sherry. You're at Jason's again? It's like clockwork at this point. Every single weekend you go and stay with your older brother.
Obviously I am. Who else is going to keep that place from turning into a biohazard if not me? The man thinks disinfectant is a personality trait.
Be that as it may, he's still a grown man and a married one. He can manage his own damn life without his little sister playing house.
First of all, Emily's not even there. She went back to her parents' place so they could help her out once the baby is born. So, technically, I'm not intruding. I'm filling in.
Wait, what? Since when? You didn't say anything about that.
Oh, oops. Guess I forgot. She left last month. I guess she said something about wanting to be with her mom. It would make it easier for her. Which, whatever, fine. But since Jason's been a wreck ever since...
Seriously? She's gone for a few weeks and suddenly he's helpless?
You have no idea. The man puts frozen peas in the toaster. He thought deep clean meant spraying Febreze on his curtains. I found a raw egg in his sock drawer last night, Nate. A whole egg, just sitting there.
That sounds like a him problem, not a have your married younger sister move in with you problem.
He's not just my brother, okay? He's my best friend. He helped me get through high school. He fixed my first flat tire, scared off that creepy guy at prom. And now his wife ditches him the second she sees 2 pink lines, and you want me to just ignore that?
Oh, come on. Emily didn't ditch him. She's preparing for childbirth. It's not a crime to want your mom around.
Yeah, well, maybe he's falling apart and nobody's stepping up but me. His energy's all over the place. He's not eating right. His spreadsheets look like someone fed them through a blender. You think that's good for his career?
What about your responsibilities? You haven't cooked a meal at home in weeks, and I'm the one folding your yoga pants now.
Exactly. You're amazing and independent and totally capable of surviving without me, which gives me the freedom to step in for someone who's clearly not.
So now I'm being punished for being functional?
Oh, relax. I made Jason chicken parm, and I've got to bleach his bathroom tile before bed. I'll swing by home tomorrow unless he needs help with the Zoom background again. He said it to an anime beach last time and thought no one would notice.
All right, whatever, but for real, this is not normal, Sherry.
It's family, Nate. Maybe try being a little less selfish about it.
Sherry, please tell me you're not at Jason's again.
Why wouldn't I be? I'm packing his suitcase for that business trip tomorrow. His idea of preparation is throwing socks at a duffel bag.
How many times do I have to say this? He's a grown man with a baby on the way. He needs to learn how to do these things on his own.
Which is why I'm here, to teach him. It's called being supportive.
No, it's called enabling. He's married. He needs to get it together before Emily gets back, or he'll collapse the first time the baby cries.
You are so dramatic. But you know what? I just had the best idea ever.
That's never a good sign.
Let's have Jason move in with us.
What? No, that's not what I meant.
But think about it. No more me leaving every weekend. No more worrying about whether he's eating actual food. You get to have me home, and I get to keep helping him. It's perfect.
Sherry, this is our house. Ours. You don't just move your brother in like it's a college dorm.
I already texted him to feel it out. He said, and I quote, "Oh, okay," which I think is promising.
You're insane. This is completely insane.
Relax. If you stopped being so territorial, you'd see how practical this is. It's just family.
You do realize you're married, right?
Duh, and I'm still allowed to love my brother. Some people would call that admirable.
Hold on, I need to find a pillow. I'm gonna scream my lungs out, and I don't want to scare the neighbors.
Then do it before he gets here. I'm already picking out which towels to give him.
Hey, Nate! Sorry to message out of nowhere, but do you have a minute? There's something I need to talk to you about. Yeah, sure, man. What's up? Everything okay? Man, let me tell you what. Things are anything but okay right now. That's why I'm reaching out. Do you think you could come by my folks' place tonight? Your parents' place? That's kind of out of the blue. Could you be more specific about what's going on? It's nothing bad, not directly involving you anyway. I need to talk to you face to face. It's about Sherry. Yeah, I figured she's what this was about. She's been playing house at your place so often, I'm surprised she doesn't have her own drawer. You don't have to tell me, dude, I've noticed. But this isn't just me venting about my little sister bugging me too much. Things are way out of hand. It's gotten to a point where I can't keep ignoring it. All right, well, that sounds ominous. Look, I know this is a tough situation for you, so if it makes you feel better, you can bring your brother or your folks. I don't want you walking into anything uncomfortable. I just need someone else to see the situation for what it is. You're starting to really worry me. What exactly is going on? I don't want to say too much over text since it's a long story that requires a lot of explanation. But you need to understand, it's worse than you think, like a lot worse. So it's not just her obsessing over your laundry and scrubbing your floors like she's auditioning for sister-wife status? No, it's past that. You'll understand what I mean when I show you. Okay, all right. I'll head over in a bit. You sure your parents are cool with this? Yeah, they know. And Nate, please, don't tell Sherry about me messaging you about the visit to my parents' place. Nothing, okay? She's gonna ask why I'm out. What should I tell her? Make something up, please. If she finds out, then this is just gonna go from bad to worse. Hell, man, I'm pretty sure we're already way past worse. Well, if you put it that way, then I guess I have no choice but to take you seriously. I'm on my way now.
So, I assume this silence means you're cool with everything?
Cool with what exactly?
Jason moving in, obviously. He'll be here tomorrow evening. I already told him yes.
You what?
Nate, don't start. It's been days. You didn't object, so I moved forward. It's called progress.
No, it's called bulldozing. You decided something huge without even having a real conversation about it.
I did have a conversation. You were just too busy sulking to engage.
Sherry, we don't have the room. That space you're picturing him taking, that's my home office now. I work in there every day. You want me to set up my laptop on the kitchen counter?
Then he won't take the office. Jason and I will just share my room. Problem solved.
What? Are you hearing yourself? You're seriously suggesting bunking with your brother as a married woman?
Oh my God, stop being weird. It's not like we're strangers. We shared a room growing up. It's fine.
No, Sherry, none of this is fine. You're acting like this house is your childhood dollhouse. You can't just rearrange people and things however you like.
I hate to remind you, but it is my childhood home. I grew up here. So did Jason. So yeah, I can totally do whatever I want with it.
Not anymore. That stopped being true the day your parents handed it over. You remember that day, don't you?
They didn't hand it over. You just assumed responsibility for a few bills or something. That's different.
No, Sherry, that's not what happened. They transferred the deed, the title, the mortgage, the tax responsibilities, everything. My name is on every single legal document attached to this house.
You're lying. My parents would never do that without telling me.
They did tell you. You were sitting right there at the kitchen table when we talked about it. Your dad said, and I quote, "Since Sherry isn't working, it'll make everything simpler if you take over everything." Then after he said that, you nodded and said, "Sure, fine, whatever, I don't care."
No, I would have remembered that. That wasn't about ownership. It was just a formality.
That's the thing about formalities, Sherry. They're formal. You signed the paperwork, our lawyer was present, it's all official.
You don't know what you're talking about. Just because your name is on some paper doesn't mean it's not still mine.
Legally, it means exactly that. This is my house now. You don't get to invite your brother to move in without even asking the owner.
Jason already ended his lease. It was up for renewal anyway. His landlord was raising rent, and honestly, this is a much better setup for him.
No way, Sherry. You convinced him to cancel his lease without even checking if I was okay with it?
I didn't convince him. I just gave him an option, which he accepted, and now he has nowhere else to go.
That sounds like a you problem.
Don't be so cold. He's my brother, my only sibling. He's family. What kind of person turns away family?
One who's been blindsided, manipulated, and steamrolled.
Oh, please, stop acting like I plotted some coup. He's showing up tomorrow with a suitcase and his laptop. It's not that deep.
It is that deep. You're trying to erase our boundaries and play house with your brother. And the worst part is you genuinely think it's normal.
Maybe it is normal, and you're the one being territorial and selfish.
Selfish? For expecting my wife not to unilaterally move her brother into my house and share a bedroom with him?
You keep calling it your house like I'm some squatter. Newsflash, Nate. It's still the place I was raised in. My childhood photos are still in the hallway. So yeah, Jason has every right to come back. And whether you like it or not, he's coming.
That's not your call to make.
It is when he has nowhere else to go. So unless you want him sleeping in his car, I suggest you get over yourself and make space. Because this is happening. Period. Nate? What the hell is going on? Why is our house listed for sale online?
Oh, that's an easy one. It's because I sold it.
Excuse me?
I sold the house and moved out.
You what? You can't just sell the house. Jason's supposed to move in today.
Yeah, I'm aware. That's why I left yesterday.
Are you insane? Where am I supposed to go? Where is Jason supposed to go?
Jason's not coming.
Shut up. Yes, he is. He's bringing his stuff this afternoon. I cleared out a bunch of closet space for him.
He's not coming, Sherry. He's on a train with Emily heading out of state.
What are you talking about? He and Emily were supposed to be getting divorced. I know they were. Jason was filling out a bunch of paperwork.
Yeah, that was just a cover story, which you apparently bought, hook, line, and sinker. What actually happened was that Jason is legally changing his last name. He's taken his wife Emily's name.
That doesn't make any sense.
It would if you weren't so deep in your fantasy. They're still married, stronger than ever, and they're done with you.
No, that's not possible. Jason wouldn't just disappear on me.
He totally would, and he did. And in all honesty, after seeing the texts you sent Emily, I don't blame him in the least.
Wait, what texts?
Don't play dumb. The ones where you called her a parasite, a home wrecker. Ring any bells? You told her she stole your brother from you, that she didn't deserve to be part of the family.
I was just being emotional. She took him from me.
No, she married him. That's not theft. That's adulthood. And even if you're his sister, threatening his wife makes you his enemy.
You are so full of it. Jason would never choose her over me.
Ideally, he wouldn't have to make such a choice, but you forced him to. And now he's gone. He told me to tell you one thing for him before he left. He hopes you get help. That's it.
He told you that?
Yeah, that and that you would never find out where they were going. They're done giving you access to their lives.
This can't be happening.
It is. And for the record, your parents knew about the house sale. I sat down with them and explained everything. They were surprisingly understanding.
You told my parents before you told me?
I didn't need your permission. It's legally my property, remember? And I figured they had a right to know where their daughter would be once this all exploded.
So where are you now? Where did you go?
I'm not telling you.
Nate, you can't do this. I'm your wife.
Not for long, you're not.
What are you saying?
I'm mailing the divorce papers tomorrow. I wanted this to be a conversation, but you made it a war zone.
This isn't fair. You're just abandoning me after everything we've been through together.
No, Sherry. You abandoned us the second you decided Jason came first. You stopped being my partner and started using him as your emotional crutch.
But I don't know where to go. What am I supposed to do now?
I imagine your parents are pulling up around now. They offered to take you in, temporarily anyway.
You set that up?
Let's just say they're not thrilled with how things turned out, but they're not heartless, unlike you.
You can't just vanish. You can't erase me.
Watch me.
At least tell me where you're living. I deserve to know.
Nope, you don't. You gave up that right. This ends now, Sherry.
Nate, don't do this.
Goodbye. "10 minutes after our last message, her parents pulled up and took her away. She didn't even have a bag packed. She just stood there in the driveway, stunned, like the world had cracked in half and no one told her it was coming. I filed for divorce the next morning. No alimony, no drawn-out court fight. It wasn't adultery, it was obsession, and I had the receipts to prove it. Jason never spoke to her again. That was the part that hit her hardest. Her beloved brother, the center of her warped little universe, gone without so much as a goodbye. Her parents didn't coddle her. They sent her to some live-in work program 2 states over, something strict, physical, and humbling. A few days later, I got a wall of text, a weird, rambling poem about forgiveness and fate and how stars realign after the fall. I didn't reply. I changed my number instead.
Sydney! Hey, listen to me. You're not gonna believe this.
Good evening, Melissa. I'm already off work. What's the emergency?
Oh, come on. Don't be so stiff. Talking about work after hours. How boring can you get? Seriously, loosen up a little.
Right. So what is it this time?
Guess what? I had another cute little after-work date with the CEO today.
Uh-huh. You and the CEO again?
Yep, he even called a taxi just for me. Can you believe it? Made sure it dropped me right in front of my apartment door.
Interesting. Though, wasn't today the day he had that important dinner meeting with a client company's president? Pretty sure I heard him mention he was getting a car because of that.
Oh, Sydney, you're so naive. That was obviously just a cover. A clever little excuse from him to hide his true feelings. It's his way of pretending it's all business when, in reality, he wanted to make sure his future wife, that's me, by the way, gets home safe and sound. Classic CEO playbook.
If you say so.
You just don't get it, do you? He doesn't even have to try so hard. My heart already belongs to him 100%. But it's cute that he's still putting in the effort, right?
Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
And you know what really ticks me off? That gloomy loser from General Affairs.
Gloomy? Wait, do you mean Riley?
Obviously. Who else? Seriously, does he not know the company allows casual attire, not tragic fashion disasters? All he ever wears is Gap from head to toe. It's like he's trying to make a statement about being invisible.
Is Gap not acceptable now? I shop there all the time.
That's different. You're a girl. For guys, especially working adults, they should at least sport one luxury brand item minimum. It's basic social currency. A man's value is directly tied to his brand power. Don't you know?
You seem oddly passionate about that.
Because he's so delusional. Can you believe he actually thinks he has a shot with me? Ugh, as if. Like I'd ever stoop so low. Guys like him should stick to their dark little corners and stay there.
I'm pretty sure he's never explicitly said he liked you, but okay.
Doesn't matter. I can tell. I mean, look at him, always sneaking glances at me when he thinks I'm not looking. It's pathetic, honestly. Not that I blame him. I mean, who wouldn't fall for me? But still, know your place, right?
If you say so.
That's why when you compare him to the CEO, it's laughable. Today the CEO was head to toe in his high-end suit. I bet he picked it just to look extra dashing when dropping me off. Such a gentleman, right?
Wasn't that outfit specifically for the dinner meeting?
Melissa, you can't be serious. Obviously, the meeting was just an excuse. You need to learn to read between the lines, girl. You're always so cold and logical. Maybe you're just jealous the CEO's into me and not you.
Jealous of your fantasy? Sorry, but I actually have a boyfriend, remember? I'm not exactly looking elsewhere.
Oh, sure. Keep telling yourself that. Denial is such an unattractive color on you.
Right. Well, on that note, I really should be going. I have people to meet.
What? Already? But I haven't even told you the best part yet. Come on, stay a little longer. I promise it'll be worth it.
No offense, but I have enough real-world problems to deal with tonight. I don't have the bandwidth for your CEO fairy tales.
Jeez, you're such a buzzkill. Well, whatever. I guess I'll just message the CEO now and thank him properly.
He's probably still at that dinner meeting.
Exactly why I need to strike while the iron's hot. As the future CEO's wife, it is my duty to always be on top of things. Never hurts to remind him how thoughtful I am.
You do you, but seriously, I'm logging off now. Enjoy your little fantasy world.
Oh, Missy, you're just playing hard to get. Fine, I won't keep you. But you better be ready for all the juicy updates tomorrow at the office, okay?
Sure, I'll prepare my best fake smile.
That's the spirit. Later, girl.
Hey, let me guess. Did the CEO finally unload his frustrations on you?
Bingo! About an hour's worth of venting on the phone non-stop.
Oh man, you've got my sympathy. That's brutal.
Right? I mean, I get where he's coming from, so I tried to listen without rolling my eyes. But seriously, today's Sydney meltdown, that was next level ridiculous.
Tell me about it. I even got dragged into her delusional little love fest via text.
Sorry, dude. Poor you. You know, the CEO just wanted a cab to the client dinner, right? But Sydney thought it was a personal chauffeur service just for her to her house.
Yeah, I heard the whole saga. Apparently she just hopped in the moment the CEO got in, didn't even ask. She told the driver her address like she owned the place.
Exactly, and she wouldn't even let the CEO speak up. I guess she grabbed his hand and started gushing about their special connection. The poor guy couldn't even get out of the car. He told me he was this close to missing the client dinner because he couldn't physically escape from Sydney.
Jesus, he has told her, right? That he's not interested? I mean, officially told her.
Yeah, multiple times. Doesn't matter though. It's like she's wearing invisible earmuffs. Nothing gets through. After his SOS call tonight, the whole office is kind of scrambling to figure out how we can, I don't know, deprogram her? But she's like a fortress of delusion. Nothing penetrates.
No kidding. I've tried subtly hinting at her before, tried to let her down easy, you know? But if you push too hard, she goes full hysterical meltdown and makes it everyone's problem. And if you sugarcoat it, she just twists the words into more fantasy fuel. Her brain's wired to filter reality into, I don't even know what, pure fiction?
You're not wrong. No matter how you phrase it, she spins it her way.
Oh, and there's something else I figured I should probably let you know.
Huh? What now?
Sydney, she's under the impression you're into her.
Excuse me?
Yep, just got a message from her earlier today where she casually dropped that bomb. She was like, well, you know Riley's been into me for a while now. Like it's common knowledge.
What the actual hell? Where the hell did that come from?
Beats me. I can't even imagine how her brain connected those dots. Probably just more of her everyone wants me, I'm such a catch routine. I don't think she actually wants to date you, though. It's more about feeding her ego.
That somehow makes it worse. The fact that she's making up admirers to inflate her self-image. God, it's disgusting. And why me, out of everyone?
Well, don't take it personally. She's in her own little world. And in that world, anyone who so much as makes eye contact is apparently smitten. You just happen to be the latest victim. Honestly, I'd say best approach is to ignore it. If you challenge it head on, she'll just go nuclear and start dragging it into work meetings.
Yeah, I hate how right you are. Best to leave that bomb ticking and just stay out of the blast radius.
Exactly. And honestly, everyone around here knows what she's like. Even if she tries to tell people you're pining after her, no one is going to buy it. They'll just roll their eyes and laugh behind her back. You're safe.
Yeah, I guess. Still leaves a bad taste in my mouth, though.
I hear you. But hey, silver lining, soon we'll be announcing our engagement to the company. Once that's public, maybe she'll finally find a new fantasy victim.
Yeah, can't come soon enough. Let's just hold out until then.
Hey, Melissa, guess what? I came up with this super fun game just now. Fun game? Should I be worried? Remember yesterday's office drinking party? You know, where I ended up stuck with that lame punishment from the lottery? Punishment? I thought that was just deciding on 3 possible venues for the newbie welcome party and sending the choices to the office group chat. It wasn't even supposed to be a punishment, just an administrative role. That's totally a punishment, don't you think? I mean, come on, that's such a boring backstage job. I'm practically the future wife of the CEO, Melissa. Meaningless chores like that? Not exactly my vibe. So, I made an executive decision. I'm changing the punishment. Wait, what? What exactly are you planning to do? When you say punishment game, there's only one thing that truly fits the bill. A fake confession prank, duh! A fake confession? You're not serious. Totally serious. You know the drill, right? Confess to someone, get them all flustered and happy, and just when they're floating on cloud 9, bam! Surprise! It was a punishment game all along. Classic, right? Come on, it'll be hilarious. No, it won't. That's not funny, Sydney. That's just cruel. Oh, lighten up. Think about it. They get confessed to by me. It's basically giving them the best day of their life, even if it's just for a minute. I'm basically doing them a favor. They should be thanking me. Sydney, who are you even planning to pull this on? Obviously, Riley. What? Come on, it's obvious. Have you seen how chummy Riley's been with the CEO lately? Don't you think it's like some sad attempt to get my attention? I mean, I'm the one who's going to marry the CEO after all. You think Riley's trying to get your attention? Really? Totally. It's like this desperate, awkward, look at me too thing, you know? Kind of adorable in a pathetic way. I think you might be overthinking this or misreading massively. Melissa, please. You wouldn't understand the burden of being as popular as I am. It's exhausting having to fend off all these low-key love attacks, but I've decided it's time. It's time to do Riley a favor and give him a clean, decisive goodbye ritual. You know, so he can finally move on and stop clinging. Sydney, seriously, stop. You can't do this. It's not just childish. It's humiliating for Riley. Don't you have an ounce of empathy? You're taking this way too seriously, girl. It's just a joke. Better to end it now before he starts getting all clingy and complicates things for me at work. You're really going to go through with this, aren't you? Of course. It's a punishment game, Melissa, and I always follow through. I'm a woman of my word, after all. It's like a matter of pride. Fine, but at least wait 20 minutes. Huh? Why? Riley's still working. If you pull this prank while he's swamped, it's going to cause even more chaos. Oh, right. He's still on the floor, isn't he? Okay, I'll be generous. I'll wait 20 minutes. Then I'll slide into his messages and deliver the most dramatic, heart-pounding confession of his life. This is going to be so good. You better be ready to see history in the making, Melissa. I'm not sure I want to see that train wreck, Sydney, but I guess I can't stop you, can I? Nope. Sit back and enjoy the show, sweetie. Riley, done with work yet?
Good evening, Sydney. Is there something I can help you with?
Jeez, you don't have to be so stiff with me, you know.
Is there a reason I shouldn't be? You're still technically my senior at the company, and I'm responding as I always do.
Oh, come on. Actually, I messaged you tonight because I thought it was finally time to respond to your feelings.
I'm sorry, what exactly are you talking about?
Shh, don't say anything yet. Let me say it, okay? Let me be the one to put it into words. I like you, Riley.
What?
You're shocked, right? I mean, who would have thought we were secretly into each other all along? But that's what it is. I can't hold back anymore. My heart's practically bursting. So what do you say? Let's stop wasting time. Come over to my place right now. Let's become one.
I'm on my way. Like hell I am. Full rejection activated.
Huh?
Sorry to crush your little fantasy, but no thanks, Miss Delusional. I already knew about your little punishment game.
What? That can't be. Melissa was the only one who knew. Oh, don't tell me.
Yup, Melissa tipped me off earlier. Apparently you've been running your mouth about your little prank plan.
Melissa! Oh, that snake. She's just jealous, isn't she? Jealous that I'm so popular?
Wrong again.
What's so wrong about it?
Melissa found out you were plotting some pathetic prank on her fiancé. She did what any reasonable person would do. She warned me.
Fiancé? What did you just say?
You heard me right. Melissa and I are engaged. We'll be announcing it to everyone at work soon enough.
What? No way. You're just messing with me, right? You like me, don't you? You always did.
Where on earth are you getting that from? I've never had even a sliver of romantic interest in you.
Then why are you always buddy-buddy with the CEO? That's obviously your way of showing off to me, right? You wanted me to notice you.
Not even close.
Then what is it?
Because the CEO's going to be part of my family soon.
Huh? What are you talking about?
The CEO's getting married next spring.
Yes! Finally he's going to propose to me! I knew it was coming!
No! The CEO's fiancée is Melissa's older sister.
What?
They've been together for 7 years now. They always planned to announce their engagement in the CEO's 3rd year of tenure, which is next year.
7 years?
That's right. Sorry you had to find out like this, but I figured someone had to finally burst your bubble.
But no one ever told me.
Why would they? You're just a regular employee. They don't owe you their private life updates.
Just an employee? How dare you?
It's the truth, Sydney. The CEO treats everyone kindly. He praises all of us when we do good work, but you took those words and twisted them into something they're not. Honestly, if you paid even a little attention to how the CEO handles people, you'd have realized he treats you exactly the same as everyone else. No more, no less.
No, that's not true. I know what I felt. He always said such nice things to me.
He says nice things to everyone. And just so you know, the CEO's been venting to me for a while now about you. He's been seriously stressed out because you won't stop throwing yourself at him.
Liar.
He's been carrying stomach meds around because of you, Sydney. That's how much you've been pushing him to his limit.
Stomach meds? No way.
And since we'll soon be making our engagements public, let me make this crystal clear. Leave the CEO alone, for everyone's sake, including yours.
Wait, what about my seat as the future CEO's wife? That was supposed to be me.
That seat was never yours to begin with. You just convinced yourself it was.
You can't do this to me. You can't just cut me off like this.
This conversation is over. Good night, Sydney.
The very next day after that whole incident unfolded, the office atmosphere took an even more dramatic turn. When the company president arrived at work that morning, Sydney was already there, waiting for him by the entrance, visibly distressed and desperate. From what I later heard, she had been waiting there for quite some time, pacing nervously and rehearsing what she was going to say, her expression a mixture of panic, frustration, and denial. It seemed that some of what Riley had said to her the day before had finally started to sink in, though clearly she was still clinging to the remnants of her own warped narrative. Up until then, she had somehow convinced herself that everyone around her was just misunderstanding her pure intentions, and that she was being victimized by gossip and jealousy, and that the president of all people would surely recognize her worth if she only explained herself properly. But this time, reality hit her square in the face. The president, who up until then had shown remarkable patience, perhaps even too much leniency, with her increasingly erratic and disruptive behavior, was firm, clear, and absolutely uncompromising. His words left no room for interpretation, no cracks through which Sydney could squeeze in her fantasies. He told her flat out that her behavior had crossed the line, that her actions, what she tried to dismiss as harmless affection or office jokes, were entirely inappropriate, disruptive, and frankly embarrassing to the company. Apparently, those words, spoken in such a direct and formal tone, finally managed to pierce through the thick fog of denial she had wrapped herself in. Right there in the office lobby, in front of other employees, she collapsed onto the floor, sobbing uncontrollably, as if the world had ended. No one moved to comfort her. At that point, sympathy had long since been eroded by months of her one-sided obsessions, her bizarre stunts, and the chaos she had created for everyone. And it wasn't just the confession prank. Her misunderstanding of social boundaries had been escalating steadily. From unsolicited gifts, personal messages, and unwanted physical proximity to more disruptive behaviors that interfered with workplace dynamics, Sydney had become a ticking time bomb of HR violations. The president, taking into account not just the immediate scandal, but also the long-term impact on the company's morale and operations, issued her a final non-negotiable ultimatum. One more misstep and she would be dismissed. No warnings, no discussions. She was already on thin ice, and she had no more chances left. Surprisingly, for the next couple of months, Sydney seemed to calm down. Perhaps the public humiliation, combined with the president's clear stance, forced her to retreat into herself. People started to relax a bit, hoping that maybe this time she had finally learned her lesson and would quietly mend her ways. But, of course, it wasn't meant to last. About 2 months later, she latched onto a new obsession, an 18-year-old fresh out of high school recruit who had just joined the company as a trainee. And once again, her delusions resurfaced with a vengeance. Ignoring the obvious age gap, the boy's discomfort, and the whispers from colleagues, she began showering him with attention, trying to monopolize his time, even going as far as waiting for him outside his apartment complex. Things escalated quickly, and it didn't take long before the young employee, clearly terrified and overwhelmed, reported her to the police. There was no more room for the company to cover for her or to protect her from herself. This time the law got involved. The incident turned into an official harassment case, and Sydney was immediately terminated. Her employee badge revoked, her desk cleared out under supervision. After that, she vanished from the professional circles entirely. What I heard later, through the inevitable gossip vine, was that she was taken back to her hometown, a small rural area far from the city lights she had once aspired to bask in. There, in a move that felt both desperate and calculated, she became the second wife of a man in his 50s, an arrangement her family had likely brokered in a frantic attempt to offload her, considering her now infamous reputation. It was said that this man had been divorced twice before and had no children, but needed someone to care for his aging parents and manage his household. And so that man became the only person she had left.
Hey, Harry, just checking in. Will you be able to make it to the wedding tomorrow without any issues? Hey, Jack. Yeah, everything looks good on my end. Thanks to you picking a fully accessible venue, I won't have to worry about a thing. Having a wheelchair-friendly space makes a huge difference. It means I can actually enjoy the day without stressing over logistics. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I talked to the planner about accessibility the moment we started looking at venues. Honestly, I couldn't imagine celebrating without you there, and I didn't want anything to get in the way. I really appreciate that, man. I've been to more weddings than I can count where I had to ask someone to carry me upstairs or wait awkwardly outside certain rooms. It's not fun. But this time, I'm actually looking forward to being part of everything. Jack, you're probably in the middle of getting ready for the ceremony by now, right? Harry, I'm just about to arrive at the venue. Don't come. I mean it. Turn around. Don't show up in your wheelchair. Wait, what? What do you mean, don't come? And especially don't come in a wheelchair? Jack, what's going on? I'm sorry. That came out wrong. I didn't mean it like that. No, you wouldn't say something like that without a reason. I know you. So tell me, what happened? The wedding's off. It's canceled. What? What are you talking about? You were fine yesterday. Nervous, sure, but excited. Nothing seems wrong. I know, but everything blew up this morning, and I mean everything. Is it Sarah? Did she call it off? Yeah, she lost it completely, and now she's out looking for you. That's why I told you to stay away. She stormed out of the venue shouting that she was gonna find the guy in the wheelchair and make sure he never shows his face again. It's a mess, a full-blown public disaster. Okay, what the hell is going on, Jack? Why the hell would she be coming after me? I didn't do anything. This doesn't make any sense. I know you didn't. That's why I need you to trust me and stay out of sight for now, please. If you're in your car, just keep driving, or better yet, find a place to park and lay low. I'm in my car, yeah. I haven't gotten out yet. I'm about 2 blocks from the venue. You want me to turn around? Yeah. Actually, if you could go a few kilometers away, that'd be ideal. She's furious and irrational right now. She's using guy in the wheelchair as her compass, and I don't know what she's thinking she'll do when she finds you, but I don't want to risk it. Jack, come on. You're telling me Sarah is targeting me? Like I'm the reason the wedding fell apart? It's complicated and unfair. But in the middle of the fight, when everything exploded, your name came up. Not because you did anything wrong, but because of who you are to me. What do you mean? She said I care more about you than her, that every time something goes wrong, I run to Harry. That when we were planning the wedding, I spent more time making sure you could be comfortable than worrying about her family's seating. She said inviting you at all was a disgrace, and that she was embarrassed we'd have a disabled person at the front of the ceremony. Are you serious? I didn't even know how to respond. I couldn't believe she said it. I still can't. And when I told her that if you couldn't be there, I wouldn't go through with it either, she screamed, threw her bouquet at the wall, and said I was in love with my crippled best friend. Jesus! She walked out after that, ran out, really. And the last thing I saw, she was storming off toward the parking lot shouting your name, asking guests if anyone had seen a man in a wheelchair. It was surreal, like a scene from a nightmare. I don't even know what to say, man. Look, I'm sorry this is happening, but I don't need protecting. I can handle myself. No, you've done enough. I'm the one who should be apologizing. I brought you into this, made you a target, and now my entire relationship is falling apart, and it's somehow dragging you into the wreckage. You didn't drag me into anything, Jack. I've been asking myself the same thing for the last hour. If she couldn't accept the people who matter most to me, how the hell was this marriage ever going to last? It wasn't. You deserve better. Someone who doesn't treat disability like a social stain. I don't care if it's a wedding or a dinner party. If someone can't treat people with basic human decency, they don't belong in your life. You're right. You always see it clearly, even when I can't. So what now? You said you wanted to talk in person. Do you still? Yeah, but only once things calm down a bit. I need to deal with some family stuff first. Everyone's confused, upset. Some people are already leaving the venue thinking it's all a prank. All right. I'll park at the shopping mall near Station A. It's about 2 kilometers from the venue, and the lot's huge. Low chance anyone finds me there. Thank you. And Harry, I know today was supposed to be my big day, but all I can think about now is how damn lucky I am to have a friend like you. I'm not going anywhere. Take care of what you need to. I'll be here when you're ready. Thanks, man, really. I'll be there as soon as I can. I owe you the truth and a proper apology. No need to rush. I've got time. Just take care of yourself first. Hello? This is Harry. Who's calling?
So this really is Harry's number. Perfect. You should recognize my name. Sarah, I'm texting you from Jack's phone.
Wait. Sarah? As in Jack's fiancée?
Bingo. Now tell me, where the hell are you?
Excuse me?
Don't play dumb. The wedding was called off, and it's all your fault.
Hold on. My fault? What are you even talking about?
Don't pretend you don't know. Where are you? You're the reason Jack said he wouldn't marry me. So guess what? You owe me damages, financial and emotional. I'm not letting you slither away from this.
Miss, I think there's been a misunderstanding. I haven't been told anything. So right now, I'm not even sure how I'm supposed to respond to your accusations. I'm honestly just confused.
Unbelievable. You really don't get it, do you?
I'm afraid I don't. If you could calmly explain what exactly makes me the cause of this wedding being canceled, maybe I could respond properly.
Fine. It's simple. It's because you're in a damn wheelchair.
What?
Oh, don't act surprised. You've been glued to Jack's side like some pathetic barnacle for years. A high-spec man like him, a top university graduate, great job, perfect pedigree, and he's still babysitting you like you're his emotional support project. It's pathetic.
Jack and I are friends. Best friends. We've been through a lot together.
That's exactly the problem.
Pardon?
I was trying to free him from you, okay? Today was supposed to be a fresh start. I wanted him to finally let go of you and your clingy little best friend dynamic. That's why I removed you from the guest list. You were never supposed to be part of today.
I see, but why not just say that outright?
Because everyone treats you like some saint. You saved his life, right? That's the story. So you use that like a badge, like some guilt trip to stay tethered to him forever. You play the victim, and he plays the hero. God, it's exhausting.
I've never once used what happened between Jack and me to manipulate him. I don't think of myself as a burden, and I certainly don't demand anything from him out of pity.
Well, I thought maybe he just didn't have the guts to cut ties with you himself, so I figured I'd help him. Get rid of you cleanly. I had everything set. The seating chart, the speeches, the photos, without a single mention of you. And guess what? He lost it.
Maybe because you tried to erase someone who matters to him.
Why? Why would he pick you over me? After everything I did, the planning, the dress, the venue, and then he has the nerve to say he won't marry me because I don't respect the people who shaped his life? What does that even mean?
That sounds like something Jack should explain to you directly.
What?
Jack just arrived. I think it's best if you take it up with him.
Wait, what? He's with you?
Yes, he just parked and is walking over now.
You planned this, didn't you? You're brainwashing him against me, turning him against the woman he was supposed to marry.
Sarah, I didn't reach out to him. He came to me because he needed clarity, peace, and maybe some honesty. None of this was orchestrated, but it seems like he finally saw something in you that scared him.
I didn't do anything wrong.
I'm not here to judge, but if your reaction to your wedding unraveling is to stalk me through his phone and scream about disabilities, maybe, just maybe, he saw the right thing.
I swear to God, if you say one more smug word, I'll...
Sarah?
Jack? Wait, what? Weren't you supposed to be at the venue?
I was. I stood in front of everyone who came to our wedding and explained why it was canceled. I apologized on both our behalves. Then I handed things over to my parents and came straight to Harry.
Wait, what the hell? You left our wedding to run to him? Where even are you right now?
What exactly are you planning to do with that information?
I want to face the person who ruined our wedding. He needs to apologize in person. And after that, I'm getting a lawyer. I'll sue him for emotional damages and lost expenses. This won't end quietly.
You really think some lawyer's gonna take on a case that insane?
Excuse me?
You still don't get it. The one person I wanted most at that wedding, the person I wanted to share that day with, was Harry, my best friend, the man who saved my life!
What are you talking about?
And you didn't just ignore that. You went behind my back and erased him from the guest list.
Because I thought you were just being manipulated by him. Come on, Jack. He plays that whole life-saving friend card so he can stay in your orbit. He's in a wheelchair. You've been stuck helping him for years.
I haven't been stuck doing anything. I chose to be there for him. He never asked for it. I offered. Gladly.
Seriously? Are you really saying you want to spend your life tied to a guy in a wheelchair?
Sarah, I think you've fundamentally misunderstood what saving my life meant.
What's that supposed to mean?
Harry got hurt because he pushed me out of the way when I was about to fall from a rooftop. He took the full impact. He could have died.
Yeah, you told me that, but...
And you think that somehow makes me the victim? He lost the ability to walk, and not once has he ever blamed me. He's shown nothing but kindness and patience. He's never guilted me, never demanded anything. I would give him the world if I could. And you're asking me to cut him out of a day that's supposed to mean something?
So you're saying you want him there? You chose to keep him in your life?
Yes! He's my best friend! I love him like a brother! There's no guilt, no obligation, just mutual respect and real history. And you tried to rip that away!
But Jack, you did reject multiple wedding venues because of him. Don't act like that didn't happen.
Yeah, I turned down places that weren't wheelchair accessible because I wanted Harry there.
Exactly. You said no to every venue I wanted. And why? Because of one person. If he hadn't been invited, none of that would have been a problem. We could have had the wedding I actually dreamed of.
You're unbelievable.
What?
You keep calling yourself the bride as if that makes everything revolve around you. But you're not the only one who dreamed of this day. You think I didn't have hopes too? You think I didn't imagine my best friend sitting there smiling, knowing he helped me get to this point?
It's supposed to be my day.
Right, and in your dream day, everyone else has to shrink so you can shine, even the people in wheelchairs.
Ugh, stop twisting this.
Have you forgotten about your own grandmother?
What does she have to do with anything?
Everything!
Jack, don't drag her into this.
She's in a wheelchair too, remember? She hasn't been able to walk long distances in years, and you begged your parents to make sure she could attend the wedding. They told me she'd need full mobility support.
That might have happened.
And I said, great, then we'll make sure the venue works for everyone. We all agreed, you, me, your parents, a fully accessible venue for both Harry and your grandmother. You stood right there and nodded your head, and now you act like I dragged you into something?
I forgot, okay?
You forgot?
I didn't mean... I just didn't connect the two things in the moment.
Then let me connect it for you. This wedding never should have happened.
What?
I tore up the marriage certificate before I left the venue. It's done.
What? Without even asking me? That's heartless.
You really want to talk about heart?
I was hurt, okay? I just wanted the day to be perfect. I didn't mean to...
Sarah, you deliberately excluded the one person who gave me a second chance at life. You cared more about your floral arrangements than human dignity, and now you want me to believe this was just a misstep?
So, what now?
Now, you'll be hearing from my lawyer.
Wait, what?
You'll be covering the cancellation fees for the venue, the catering, the photographer, the guests' travel costs.
Why should I be the one paying? You're the one who walked out.
Because you caused this. You lied, you manipulated, you humiliated someone I love. You made this wedding impossible. You were the reason it ended.
No, it was Harry's fault. If he hadn't...
If you hadn't cut Harry out, none of this would have happened. You are the problem. And I realized I couldn't spend the rest of my life with someone who doesn't understand basic empathy.
Jack, please.
Goodbye, Sarah. I hope one day you learn what it means to care about someone more than yourself. And so, just like that, my best friend's wedding was officially called off. It was a heartbreaking end to what should have been a joyful new chapter in his life. The reason? His fiancée, Sarah, acted with such appalling disrespect during an important family gathering that even Jack's wheelchair-bound grandmother, who had been nothing but kind, was left deeply hurt. Her expression that day, a mixture of disappointment and pain, is something I'll never forget. Jack's parents, who had welcomed Sarah into their home more than once, were furious. It was the final straw for them. When Sarah later came to their doorstep pleading for understanding and help, they coldly turned her away. They told her in no uncertain terms that she was no longer welcome, officially disowning her as a future daughter-in-law. Jack, for his part, took decisive action. He sent Sarah a formal notice demanding compensation totaling $50,000, expenses incurred during their engagement and wedding preparations. Legal action followed. She had no one left to turn to. Friends disappeared, and even her own family distanced themselves from the scandal. With mounting debt and nowhere to live, she ended up taking on multiple jobs, working from morning till night just to survive. At first, I felt a pang of guilt. After all, I was the one who raised the initial concern about her behavior. Maybe in some way I helped cause this outcome? But when I talked to Jack about it, he said something that stuck with me. A marriage without emotional connection is a slow death for both people. It's better to endure pain now than a lifetime of resentment. Now, every day, Jack and I continue to push each other forward in life. As friends, as brothers, living fully with no regrets. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey! Come on! Pick up! Rena!
Sorry for the delay. I was bathing the baby. What's up?
Huh? That kind of thing can wait. If you don't reply to your mom friends right away, don't be surprised when people start avoiding you, you know.
Okay. Anyway, did you need something?
Oh, right. I heard your family's going on a vacation, huh?
What? No, we don't have any trips planned at the moment. Where'd you hear that?
Oh, come on. Don't play dumb with me. That kind of excuse might work on the other moms, but not on me.
I'm really not playing dumb. We honestly don't have anything scheduled. Are you sure you're not thinking of someone else?
Nope, definitely you. I overheard some of the other moms saying you mentioned a trip, so don't even try to deny it.
I'm telling you, I haven't said anything like that. We really don't have a family trip planned.
So, where are you going?
Okay, you're not listening. There is no trip. Can you stop now?
So you're really not going to tell me the destination, huh?
What is even happening right now? Why are you so desperate to believe we're taking a vacation? I keep saying we're not.
Well, if you're going to be like that, I'll just find out myself. And once I know the details, I'll make sure my whole family tags along.
Wait, what? Your family, wasn't it 4 kids?
Not just them. It'll be me and my husband, of course. Also my parents. Oh, and my brother and his wife.
You're joking, right? That's 10 people.
Oops, I forgot my brother's 3 sons.
13?
Yup. With that many people, going on a trip is usually impossible for us. That's why I figured we'd just join in on yours this time.
I have said this so many times now. We are not going anywhere.
Oh, come on. Your husband makes good money, right? Covering the cost of a few extra people isn't going to bankrupt you.
You're not even pretending to make sense anymore.
Look, just tell me the dates and I'll only bring my husband and kids. Just the 6 of us. Sound fair?
There are no dates because there is no trip.
Wow. Even after all this, you still won't tell me, huh? Well, fine. You're just wasting your breath anyway, LOL. You have no idea how good I am at gathering information.
Why won't you believe me?
Hey, Rena. So, the big move is almost here, huh? You're really flying out the day after tomorrow?
Hi, Lisa. Yeah, it's really happening. It still feels kind of surreal, honestly. In just a few days, I'll be waking up in a completely unfamiliar place, starting from scratch. I keep telling myself I'm ready, but it's a lot.
I can imagine. Moving like that, it always feels like a blur until it actually happens. One minute you're just packing, and the next thing you know, you're standing in a new house in a new city wondering how you got there.
Exactly. It doesn't quite feel real yet, but I'm sure it will once we get on that plane.
I bet it will. Oh, speaking of the airport, a few of the other moms and I were chatting the other day, and we were wondering, would it be okay if we came to see you off?
What? You'd all come to the airport?
Yeah, we just thought it'd be nice to give you a proper send-off. Especially the kids. My daughter's been asking about Mia non-stop. She was pretty heartbroken when she heard Mia was moving away, and now she's totally determined to say goodbye in person.
That's so sweet. I honestly wasn't expecting that. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it or inconvenience anyone.
Oh, stop. You're not inconveniencing anyone. We want to be there. This neighborhood won't be the same without you and Mia. I mean, we've done so much together over the years. School events, birthday parties, summer play dates. It only feels right to say goodbye properly.
Now you're going to make me cry.
Sorry. Didn't mean to get all sentimental on you. But seriously, don't feel like you're leaving quietly. You've made a real impact here. We'll miss you.
That honestly means so much to hear. Moving has been overwhelming enough, but leaving people like you behind is what really hurts the most. It's not just a change of scenery, it's saying goodbye to a whole chapter.
Exactly why we want to be there. So we were thinking we'd take the train early and meet you at the airport. Might be a little hectic, but if it's okay with you, we'd love to be there.
Of course it's okay. It's more than okay. Thank you. Truly. Mia's going to be so happy to see your daughter, too. She's been putting on a brave face, but I know she's feeling it.
Aww. Well, tell her she's got fans waiting to send her off in style. My daughter already picked out her favorite dress for the occasion. She pulled it out of her drawer and said, "This is goodbye day. I need to look nice."
That's so adorable. And a little heartbreaking, too.
Yeah, it is. But it's also kind of beautiful, don't you think?
It really is.
All right, then. It's settled. What time should we meet at the airport?
How about 7 a.m. at the east entrance near the ticketing gates? That should give us enough time to check in and still talk a bit before security.
Sounds perfect. I'll spread the word to the others and make sure we're all there on time.
Thank you, Lisa, for organizing this, for always being there, for everything. I didn't realize how much I'd missed this place until now.
You don't have to say goodbye forever, you know. You'll visit. We'll stay in touch. And who knows, maybe someday we'll come visit you and see what your new world looks like.
I'd like that. I'd really like that.
Hey, Rena! Just letting you know, I'm already in Hawaii ahead of you. LOL!
Wait, Patricia? What do you mean you're in Hawaii?
Well, the other day, I overheard Lisa telling some of the other moms about the group's meetup time. So I did the math, scrambled to book flights, and now our whole extended family, 13 people, flew out early. So here I am, standing in Daniel K. Inouye Airport. Oh, and by the way, I already know you booked that fancy YoTube hotel where all the celebs stay. No escaping me now, LOL.
Patricia?
And before I forget, just a heads up. I'll be invoicing you for the airfare and the luxury hotel. Since we spotted the plane tickets, I'll include a little handling fee. Altogether, $5,000 should cover it. We pretty much spent everything getting here, so I've only got like $10 in my wallet. Once we meet up, I'll need you to hand me the cash, stat. Oh, and for the hotel, I was thinking minimum $500 a night per person. Naturally, you're covering that too, for all 13 of us. Thanks!
Patricia, I need you to stop for a second and listen.
What is it?
I moved to the Bahamas.
What?
To be specific, I'm literally boarding a flight to the Bahamas right now. We're relocating permanently.
What the hell? Wait, is this about that family trip you mentioned before?
Yes, That's the one.
But you told me so many times that you didn't have any travel plans.
I said I had no vacation plans. I also said it multiple times. You ignored all of them.
So, you're not in Hawaii? You're seriously moving to the Bahamas?
Yes, we're relocating there. Why are you in Hawaii again?
Because my daughter Sophia said... My kid heard from her that Mia was going to Hawaii and staying at the Yotube Hotel.
Sophia?
Yes! Then, Lisa said something about meeting up at the train station at 7 a.m. today with the other moms. So obviously, I thought it was a big group trip. I assumed your family was going with them. It made perfect sense.
Well, I just asked Lisa. She came to drop us off at the airport. She said that when we were telling Sophia about our move, we showed her a beach photo from the Bahamas. Sophia apparently confused it with Hawaii, since that's where we traveled last year.
You're kidding me!
She knows the difference now. But I'm guessing your kid overheard Sophia before the correction was made, and the whole Hawaii idea spiraled from there.
Okay, what the hell? So you're saying this whole Bahamas thing is real? How come I'm just hearing about it?
Because I didn't think it was something I needed to tell you.
Excuse me?
Look, let's be honest. Our kids are in the same class, sure. But you and I, we're not exactly close. You're not one of the moms I talk to regularly, Patricia.
Are you serious?
I don't want to make a big fuss, so I only shared the news with close friends. Moms I actually see outside of school events. Other than that, I've just been answering questions if people ask directly.
Wow! So that's how it is, huh? Keeping secrets and playing favorites? That's so sneaky and messed up!
Sorry, but the one who's confused here isn't me. Let me break this down for you. You heard a rumor. You disregarded me. The source who told you multiple times we weren't going on a trip. You glued together random pieces of secondhand gossip and arrived at your own fantasy of a Hawaii vacation. Then, you took it even further and assumed not only was I paying for my trip, but for yours too? 13 people, Patricia? And now I'm the one being shady?
Then what about the hotel? You are staying at the Yotube Hotel, so obviously this was a trip. Wait. Oh my god. You're lying about moving just to avoid paying for us, aren't you? That's it, isn't it? You're just trying to back out of the bill.
Nope. We're staying at the Yotube Hotel in the Bahamas, not Hawaii.
What?
We can't move into our place for another week. So my husband's company, he works in hospitality, they arranged a temporary stay for us at the Yotube branch in Nassau.
Wait, he works at the hotel?
Yes, he just got transferred there. It's a long-term assignment, so we're all moving together. Simple as that.
And what about us? What are we supposed to do?
What do you mean, us?
We're stranded in Hawaii with nowhere to stay. Don't you feel even a little bad for us?
Find a hotel for tonight, or fly back home.
We can't. We have no money left. I spent almost everything on the plane tickets. We only have $10 on us.
$10? That's it?
Well, yeah. I assumed you were footing the bill.
Why would you assume that?
Because you're always showing off. And your daughter said you were staying at a luxury hotel. It made sense at the time, okay?
Let me get this straight. I tell you multiple times that we're not going on vacation. You ignore me. You cobble together misheard, outdated info from kids and gossip. Then you organize a 13-person trip without telling me? You buy nothing but one-way tickets, arrive in Hawaii, and expect me, someone you barely talk to pay for everything?
I thought maybe you'd be generous.
With $5,000 in flight expenses? Luxury hotels at $500 per night per person? 13 people?
Well,
Are you actually hearing yourself?
but I only have $10 left.
That's your problem, not mine.
You can't just leave us like this.
I have no obligation to help you.
We're mom friends.
Not anymore. I've just left the country. We're not even in the same continent now.
Please don't do this.
Boarding call. Goodbye, Patricia.
Wait, Rena, don't hang up. Rena, please. At least send me a little something. Don't leave me hanging like this.
You're too much. I'm blocking you now.
No, wait.
And so, just like that, our family boarded the plane and took off for the Bahamas. It felt like a dream. One moment we were saying our quiet goodbyes, looking over our shoulders at the life we were leaving behind, and the next, we were soaring through the clouds, heading toward a completely new chapter. The whole flight felt strangely symbolic. We weren't just crossing borders. We were leaving behind the drama, the resentment, and all the toxic energy that had clung to us for far too long. Now that we've settled into our new life abroad, every day feels like a small adventure. Sure, we're still adjusting to the different pace of life, the climate, the culture, the language. But even the confusion feels exciting. There's something invigorating about not knowing exactly what each day will bring, about slowly figuring out everything from currency conversion to grocery shopping in a completely new environment. Even getting lost in the streets feels more like exploring than a mistake. We've found a small apartment with an ocean view, and every morning I wake up to the sound of waves crashing softly in the distance. It's peaceful in a way I didn't realize I needed. The air is warm, the food is fresh, and my children, despite the initial culture shock, are starting to laugh more freely again. They're curious, bright-eyed, asking questions about everything around them. I see their little personalities blossoming more and more each day, no longer dulled by the constant tension we lived under back home. As for Patricia and her family, well, the situation on their end turned out to be far more chaotic than anyone could have imagined. I didn't hear the details firsthand. Lisa filled me in a few days ago during one of our regular video calls. She still keeps in touch with many of the mutual mom friends from back home, and gossip, as always, travels fast, especially when it concerns someone as notoriously problematic as Patricia. Apparently, Patricia's family ended up returning home the very next day after we left. Their grand show. Remember, they tried to follow us to Hawaii in some last-ditch attention grab, crumbled fast. Once they realized we were gone for good and had no intention of engaging further, they packed up and left. But that wasn't the end of their troubles. According to Lisa, only about a week after they got back, all of Patricia's children were sent out of the country. Yes, removed from the country. Why? Well, it turns out that the person who lent them the money for their last-minute travel expenses wasn't just some generous bystander. He was a distant relative, one of the few remaining influential figures in their extended family. But that influence came with a price, literally. Apparently, this man had already accumulated hundreds of thousands of dollars in personal debt himself, so when Patricia's family came begging, he saw an opportunity. He agreed to lend them the funds for the return flights, but on one condition, that the entire family relocate to his hometown and dedicate themselves entirely to repaying his debts. That meant abandoning their current lives, uprooting the children, and moving across the country to a rural area known for its lack of opportunities and rigid social hierarchy. Now, Patricia's once boastful family is essentially indentured. All of them, including her husband, have been pulled into the orbit of this debt-ridden relative. They've become his personal workforce, expected to carry out whatever labor he demands, whether it's managing his failing side businesses, handling logistics for his property rentals, or even just menial housework. And the children? Lisa says they were enrolled in the local school system, but not before being humiliated by the town's tight-knit community. Word spreads fast in places like that, Everyone knows they're there as debt collateral. Lisa also told me the atmosphere around Patricia has changed completely. She used to strut into every event or gathering like she owned the room. Hair done, nails perfect, voice dripping with condescension. But now, she's practically invisible. She's no longer on social media. Her number has changed. She hasn't shown her face at any community meetups, nor has she tried to contact any of the mom friends. And honestly, no one misses her. In fact, from what Lisa told me, most of the other moms were relieved to see her gone. That woman had burned so many bridges with her arrogance, her competitiveness, her two-faced gossip, that her downfall has become something of a communal breath of fresh air. They're saying things like, "Finally, we can meet without all the tension, and it's been so peaceful since she left." It's almost poetic, isn't it? The very person who thrived on judging others, who looked down on everyone else as if she were untouchable, has now been stripped of all that superiority. Her name has become a cautionary tale, a reminder of what happens when you spend your life trying to control, manipulate, and belittle everyone around you. Meanwhile, I'm watching my children chase sand crabs along the beach, their laughter echoing in the sea breeze. I'm cooking new dishes, learning bits of the local language, and forming friendships with people from cultures I'd never encountered before. We're not rich, we're not extravagant, but we're happy, we're safe, and we're free. Every now and then, I get messages from old friends back home saying how inspired they are that we actually made the leap, that we left behind all the noise and chose a better life for ourselves. They tell me they wish they had the courage to do the same. Maybe that's what this is in the end. A story of two families, one that tried to control everything and ended up in servitude, and one that let go, took a leap, and found freedom. I'll take this life, waves, uncertainties, new beginnings and all, over the suffocating drama of the past any day. And as I sit here, typing this under the golden glow of a Bahamian sunset, I can honestly say I don't regret a single thing. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.